Hello, everyone. Why is my game capture so small? What the fuck?
Why is it so small?
I don't know. I just started and already it's like fucking jank. Hold on, I can fix this.
Why is my dick so cold?
Good evening, everyone.
Hi. Thank you for the raid, Lauren. We really appreciate you. How was your day? How was your stream? We need to play Helldivers with you sometime.
How are all you dear and darling creatures softy HNITTYVM for raid cutia?
Yeah, hello everyone on my end. How you doing? Riona and I
How was stream, Alorin?
Oh, and also thank you to the VTuber who rated Riona. I don't know who you are, but you know what? You rated Riona. That makes you a cool person in my book.
Welcome raiders to the stream.
Yep.
She's a big titty elf goddess, and she's super fucking cool.
You know what? Based. That's based. Yeah, we are doing the shared stream, or the shared
Welcome
stream
PTO
thing.
and Coco and all and a hi bo-s chat.
Angry Badger. Yeah, we're doing the shared chat thing for the first time. So, yeah. So y'all from my chat and y'all from Riona's chat are going to be able to, see and talk to each other. So, everyone behave. I mean, I know you will, but all the same.
It'll be fun. It'll
So
be like
now
when
we are kissed, we can extra bully bo.
We have no time to waste.
Okay, maybe the shared chat was a mistake.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is gonna be like when you have a party.
We are high pally and pinker NDOs.
This is gonna be where
Rogaldor's colossal chain blade, too weighty for any but an elite sisterhood. Raised from infancy to adore the Leviathan at his disposal, expanding ever outward to onlookers. Less a flesh length, but rather some unstoppable agency of the sire of the Imperial Fist made manifest. Woman after woman incapacitated or stunned.
Okay, Bass.
Dawn's phenomenally resilient organic matter requiring specialized medical
don't get mad
and
at me.
alchemical gear to
I didn't hear a word you
ever
just said,
greater
because I have
death
Rogel Dorn ranting
mounting
about his
from
colossal
each
chain blade in my
massive
ear right now.
blast
I
of
can't
his
hear
quick-
shit, okay?
Dozens of women requiring extensive augmented rebuild.
Yeah, I wonder whose fault that is. Asherin, honey.
Taking torsion crusher beneath the auric armor. Indeed, the blood of martyrs only strengthens the resolve of Dawn, making it harden his war gear to the point of overstraining the armor's exoskeleton.
Bro,
Okay.
yapping.
Okay, there we go. Rogel Dorn has shut up. We can now start. We can now get in the hell pods and actually start. I can give orders to people without being interrupted by the talk about Rogel Dorn talking about his massive fucking dong.
Well, on the bright side, I'll wait till you finish.
EA High Red Leader LT3 and yep, we are yap divers.
Okay, over here, Bass.
I'll wait till you... Yes?
Over here. Hell pod. We good?
Oh, are we already in? Oh, everyone's already in.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh.
Riona just got out.
I didn't realize everyone was in. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But yeah, you're gonna tell us about people engaging in pop play at a Renaissance fair.
Yeah, that. You were gonna tell us about that story.
Oh, so...
We are high psyker.
Basically,
Oh,
I
no,
was at
that's
a
bad.
Renaissance...
That's bad. There. Okay, we'll say if you have defensive structures, bring them. This is a hold the line mission.
Looky. So, I was at the Renaissance Fair, and it was bring your dog to the Renaissance Fair day. So everyone brought like their animals and stuff.
I can see where this is
And,
going already, but do continue.
Yeah. So basically, there was a group of people who thought it was a good idea to dress up, one of them in a fursuit and one of them in bondage leathers, holding the leash of the person in the fursuit and treating them like a literal animal.
Oh.
And there were a lot of people who, like, their kids were getting confused, thinking, oh, like, these must just be like, this must be like a Chuck E. Cheese thing. Like, and so I was at a bar with some friends, and we're just kind of drinking. I'm drunk at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And watching this, like,
EA High Alorin Thai for raid how was stream cutie.
Yeah, Lauren, I'm talking about the time I went to the Renaissance Fair. Basically, this person in a fursuit was being walked by their partner, who was in bondage leathers with like their like chest completely like out and like with like a cage and everything, or like they were wearing like a leather like straps and stuff.
Oh, nice. That sounds like fun.
This one little girl was like, doggy, and then the mom was like, nope, not a dog. And then they kept walking, and then 2 security guards came over dressed as knights, and were like, you need to leave, because like we're getting complaints from parents whose kids are getting confused, and like they don't want their kids seeing y'all like doing this like fetish shit.
Yeah.
So
we have many new people, so Bast is flash banging them with Bastness.
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Fulgrim, how you doing? We are playing Helldivers.
Hey, hi, Daddy.
So keep kids out of fetish? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
so
absolutely.
So the fur person decided to take a swing at the security guard. And,
I'm sure that ended well.
Oh yeah, well it ended with the one guy being held on the ground while the other was wrestling the furry. Why did I just heal myself? How do I do my there we go.
V is heal, and you hold control to summon in your stratagems. We're gonna be setting up a defensive line on these 2 doors down here.
And we fall back at various staging points as the doors fall.
Yeah.
Ow.
Somebody
took that.
Are you playing a woman so your hitbox is smaller? No, I'm playing a woman so that way I can stare at a nice ass.
Yeah. Either way, believe me when I say the relentless barrage of the enemy. It doesn't matter how small your hitbox is. They will find you.
So, what was I saying? Oh, so basically, has anyone here seen the Watchmen movie?
Yes.
The guard dog is a wonderful accessibility tool for me, plus it tinkles a bast for me, so extra convenient.
Hey! So basically, remember the scene in The Watchmen when Rorschach's getting his mask off and he's like, give me back my face!
Yeah. Oh my god, he pulled the mask off the dude and he said that, didn't he? Or something like that.
He basically yelled something about his face. And we're all laughing hysterically as like this dude literally is drooling and spitting and trying to bite the guy on top of him because he took the fur head off. And then like just to make matters even more uncomfortable, like he eventually was able to what the fuck just fell on us?
Oh, these are the These are the Illuminates. These are their dropships.
Oh shit, that's ow, 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 ow. Riona, not really the time.
Uh-oh.
So basically, eventually the furry or the partner was able to like pull like the chainmail head thing down over the eyes of one of the security guards and like knock the other one over, and then they fucking ran away.
Ow!
But I'm like fairly confident he didn't get his fucking fur head back because they were afraid of getting arrested. So yeah, that's my experience with furries at the Renaissance Fair. It went really well.
That is Omega cursed actually.
Tails the goon.
But at least
Thank
they got
you very much for following.
At least they got arrested, you know.
No, they got away.
Oh, they got away. Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, no, they were able to get away from the security and like run, but I don't remember the guy being able to grab his fur head back. So at least the security guard got a trophy.
So there were casualties on the furry side.
Yes, he lost his fur head. Lauren, are you a pyromaniac? Why am I so slow?
Oh, you're in the electromagnetic field from the EM mortar. It's like a crowd control thing. But remember, this game is friendly fire, so.
Lauren, you sexy lady, you're a pyromaniac. Hee hee hee.
Yes, the smell of burning illuminates. It smells like hot dogs.
That'll cost them a couple $100. Okay, maybe. I mean, if it helps, I think that's rad.
I mean, don't forget, fursuits are ridiculously expensive, but it's also the fact that, furries are also suspiciously wealthy.
I don't have a problem with fursuits as a rule. It's the part where, like, the fursuits are, like, made to look like mascot characters, the creepy eyes. I prefer it when, like, somebody goes for, like, a photorealistic, like, animal look. It's more cool.
I get it. I don't know.
There's also no small part of that involves the fact that Ash is a monster fucker, so there's that too.
I mean, not just that. It's like genuinely like I find the like attempt at like ooey gooey cute kawaii just kind of eerie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, the problem is again, I'm of the opinion you keep your fetishes at home, and when you have stuff like that and you're out in public, especially around kids that don't understand, it makes me uncomfortable dramatically.
Calling down a sentry.
Back up. Back up.
Requesting sentry.
He just likes fursuits as a Freya's model. I don't think Ash is a furry model.
Oh,
He does.
I have a new PNG. A friend of mine was like, I want to draw you with a polar bear.
Oh,
And
that's fine.
I didn't like, get particularly anything about it. I was like, I really appreciate that you're doing this for free, so I'm not going to like, be too demanding.
Oh no.
Freedom forever.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
I'm gonna get away. I brought down a big bomba.
I was just killed by my own turret.
Mute Mary. Thanks for subscribing.
Hey Mary,
Hey, Mary.
thank you for subbing. How you doing, pretty lady? How's your day going? Oh my god.
I'm gonna summon a fly here. That is.
Oh oh oh.
Oh! Rihanna, why the fuck did you kill me?
That wasn't Riona. That was the tripod. Okay.
No, it was not. It said killed by Mistress Ryota. She walked up and shot me in the fucking face.
Oh, it's the no, it's the kill feed can be a little funky
did it
sometimes.
first.
I did not do it first.
All right, that's I'm sending the orbital piss laser. We gotta fall.
I didn't realize you had Kiva in orbit. Or sorry, Kivy in orbit.
I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't have a tactical cuttlefish ready to go? You know?
Eh.
I'm going to recommend we. I'm
We
gonna
can hold this spot.
Yeah, we can.
Rhea, no, I think Rhea, did I accidentally kill you when I called down the thing to kill the thing?
Marking location.
We just need to be a little bit more, tactical.
Calling down a sentry.
You head now? Okay, thank you so much for the raid. Bye-bye, Lauren. Hugs and kisses.
Goodbye, elf lady.
Look at this door. Ow! Oh, it was like the backfire from your rocket
Oh, sorry,
launcher.
yeah.
No, it's not. You don't have to apologize. I just didn't realize that did that. How do you take down the shield? Is it just more bullets?
Damage it, and then you, attack it afterwards. I've got it. There we go. I think.
You can kill the tripods if you hit their eye enough, but it's kind of a hard shot, especially if it's shooting at you.
New mag.
I'm kind of surprised. People were saying they don't like fighting these, and
I think they're a lot of fun.
I like the fighting the flood. So having things mindlessly charge me is enjoyable.
Yeah, these the zombies, the zombie-like creatures are known as the voteless. They're called such because the Illuminates took away their right to vote.
But yeah, for the flying guys, just aim for their backpacks.
Calling down a sentry.
If you do that, they drop out of the air and explode.
New mag.
Okay, I'm dropping a Gatling gun.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry.
And an autocannon.
I'm gonna call in. Never mind, there's no resupply available.
I'm guessing that's you, Riona, out there in the field. Watch out! There is a field of bullets between you and the way home.
Calling down a sentry.
Yeah, I'm making another sentry over here so I can have a sentry too.
New mag. Reinforcing.
Why did one of the sentries go down and not come back up?
Ran out of ammo.
Yeah, they run out of ammo. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Okay, I'm calling in supplies.
Throwing supply beacon.
get myself a new rocket launcher in 10 seconds.
The best place is their joint legs for the tripods. Oh, I didn't know that. This is the first time I've ever seen them, so I literally have no idea what they do.
Yeah, this is Bass' first time back in the game after a while. He's just coming back in and it's War of the fucking Worlds right now.
Which, by the way, I actually saw that movie in theaters.
I saw that in theaters too. It's like, it's watchable, but like, you know, I have problems with it.
Yeah, I get that.
Basically what it amounts to is like kind of like a writing that doesn't know what it wants to do. Like, you've basically got this like absentee father figure, but like you've characterized you know, his kids are characterized as if they find him too clingy. Like, his son's like, you have to let me go. It's like, okay, that would be a meaningful statement, all metaphorical, and all that shit, if this was like a father who was like clinging to them, but he's basically like watching them for a weekend and disinterested.
Yeah, like...
Wait, you can't stay and watch? No worries, Pally. We love you too, bye-bye.
Yeah, later, Pally. But yeah, no, it's like, remember, like, a point of the movie is that he completely forgot his own daughter has a virulent peanut allergy.
And also, you know, she's extremely neurotic.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's. Oh shit! Who was that young blonde actress?
Fanning.
Dakota Fanning. That's her. Yeah, because like all she really does is scream a lot.
Well, at the same time, it's like I'm sorry, like if you're 16 and the world's fucking ending, no, I'm not gonna let you just join the fucking army. No, you're my child. Like, I'll fucking bash your head in and carry you to safety. Like, no, you're not an adult.
He actually says that at one point to his son, at one point in the movie, too. So, yeah. And then it's seen as unreasonable. Like, what?
Well, I didn't take it that way. I took it as he realized that his son made up his mind, and he had to choose between trying to save both of his kids and possibly lose both. Or let his son, you know, make like that decision and then save the daughter. And he chose to let the son go and help. And luckily for him, the son didn't die. But like, again,
yeah,
I don't know
there for the rating.
I don't know how that happened when you consider that. Look, I've got an honest opinion. Maybe it's a little spicy. Older Spielberg, who made Jaws, would have killed the kid, and I think he should have died.
Did Spielberg make War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, ow! Oh, my meat.
You okay, honey?
Yeah, I got hit by something. I don't know what.
My oingus got boingus.
Yeah, it did. I got boingus pretty hard, actually.
But yeah, like, genuinely speaking, like, the kid was being an actual moron and operating off of, like, pure emotions. Like, okay, these things are rolling the military of the world. Like, there is genuinely no chance for humanity that we survive.
Oh, Rick Sager, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. Hope you're enjoying the stream.
Yeah. Thank you for following Bo. He's a cutie.
Listen, I reject the idea that I'm cute. I am a man!
Okay, but you're a cute man.
You're a cute man, and you know how to wax the hair off your asshole. So like, you're already.
I don't do that.
Wait, you don't?
I don't. Why would I?
Ash, what the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Get him in line.
I like hairy men.
Calling in reinforcements.
I mean, yeah. There's that. I mean, there's that. There's that. And the fact that I simply don't know how to do it. So yeah.
Damn, homie. We need to have like a live lesson for you, because like, I'll tell you right now, this having smooth poops is the shit.
Listen, I've never known.
High call.
I've never had a partner or anything like that who was like, yeah, lose the body hair. It's like that's apparently a feature of me they really like. So
no, body hair, fine. We're talking about the bum.
Like specifically poop hair. Okay, that's it. Piss lights are going out.
I'm just talking about the asshole. Especially because, like, what if Ash wants to explore, right? Like, you don't want him having to cut through the brush. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm a big fan of making sure my bum and my nuts and shaft are all taken care of and nice and squeaky clean.
I mean, yeah, but I'm into bears. you know, bearish men.
Yeah,
That's totally fine.
Yeah, Ash and I have talked about this. He wishes to explore the forest.
Oh, okay. I mean, good for you. Listen, I've had my phases of wanting to pick curly cues out of my teeth. It's fine.
I need to bring a different gun. This thing is not accurate enough to hit these airborne motherfuckers, and it's the gun I brought to kill them with. It turns out, much like real life, gyrojet rounds have an accuracy issue. I will bring you back. Hold on. Yeet! Okay, everyone back. Turrets incoming.
Hee hee Mary.
Oh, killed by my own explosion, damn. Do you update Twitch mobile display touch my ability to use any of the redeems? Oh, I'm sorry, that fucking sucks.
Oh, we're good to evac.
Oh, you restarted your thing? Cool. I'm glad to see you back.
Everybody head this way. We are Marines, we are leaving.
Alright.
Here you go, hun. Calling you in.
Oh, I'm not dead. That's Bast.
Oh, Bass died. Well, calling Bass back. I mean, look, listen. No Helldiver left behind, all right?
Rhea's gonna blow my fucking face off before I get on that ship, I bet.
Okay, everybody on.
You're safe to go right in.
Yeah, go on. I got you covered.
Thank you.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
There we go.
Sorry,
I think-
always
I would-
so
I would
hard
say
to
there's
type
definitely-
during these.
Oh, you're fine, Riona. For those
Okay, Riona.
for those who are new to having like Riona on the stream, she's one of my best friends. She's deaf, so she uses text to voice to talk. So if she's not talking, that's literally because she can't stop to type.
But yeah,
Whisper.
I'd say there's definitely a difference in, shall we say, preferences when it comes to like how to put this. Well, there are certainly a lot of gay men who
Bast
are into
is my hearing ear
manscaping.
dog.
Yep.
You know, in general, like, you know, if you're like into manly men, then like the hair is a feature. You know, I haven't met very many straight men who wanted their women to be hairy.
No, I get that. A little peach fuzz isn't a problem on like the arms and shit, but yeah, like I totally get that. But like what I'm talking about is like I understand being into hairy dudes, right? I'm just saying, like, even if I wanted to be hairy, which I'm not, thankfully, I'm more like a satyr. It's all from like the waist down. Like bare minimum, like the
Tyr, what the fuck?
The ass crack, my nuts, and my dick, and like the area like above the crotch are all gonna be fucking like fucking spotless. That's just how I prefer it. So like everything else can be hairy. Like I don't know, Ash. Just to ask you for your preference, do you like hairy butts?
I mean, kind of part of the whole package.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like super duper thick, but like I don't know. I would prefer a dude to have like actual hair growth than like to be like baby smooth.
Dude, I'm like half and half. Like I'm like hairy, like from the waist down, and then up top, it's like I never matured past fucking like 12 years old.
All right, we are raising flags.
I hope everyone had a wonderful day.
I mean, mine was I went to work. No, like Ash, I'm dead serious. Like I get some hairs around my nipples, and that's it. Like it's completely like if it was the 70s, I would not be getting bitches.
But that's not what I'm laughing about.
Oh, what are you laughing about?
The exchange in our
They called it an illuminate mission, but it was dark as fuck. I call hacks.
You want to floss their teeth while getting milk? Can I see the model you use for your profile picture, Rihanna? Hey, disabled. Oh my fucking god, Twitch Kings redeems on any channel. Oh, that's stupid. I'm sorry.
Can't?
I would offer to see if I could get it to work, but like the stream is paused
on
for
Twitch
me because like my shit is gonna get fucked up if I like my game. I can barely run the game and like have the Twitch chat open.
It's just my original model.
Let's see. Okay, well, since we're raising flags, I shall set up for...
You can see a portrait of it on my Twitter profile.
I shall set up for crowd clearance.
I'm going with my usual all the bombs loadout. So let's see. Eagle 500.
I can't remember if I needed the flamethrower much, but
Oh right, I like bringing the rail cannon strike. It's actually really useful against the Illuminate dudes.
I'm going to take
Flamethrower, good, nice. We honor the sister of battle among us. Hell yeah.
Even if she is a demon, Riona's a sanctioned demon. We so you know we like her.
Dude, have you seen episode 2 of Space King?
Yes, I have. That was hilarious.
That was so funny.
It's like it's like femboy VTuber fans be like, do any boy sense?
Oh my god, dude, I hope they keep making them. They're doing a great job.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they're getting hella money for that shit, so yeah. By the way,
nice.
By the way, we are landing right next to a secondary objective, so we're gonna blow that up. Oh, Bast, you haven't seen this yet. Probably neither of you, Riona. Since they added the Illuminates, they've added urban environments.
Thanks for subscribing.
So we're gonna be having a little bit of urban warfare coming up here.
Yay, hi Mofog.
Hey, Mofog.
Nice.
Come on, game, let us in.
TYVMQT.
Yep. And yes.
Armor isn't just for looks. That's bullshit. No, that is straight up bullshit.
There's stats applied to it.
I mean, there's stats applied to it, but you think I'm really going by stats?
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, neither am I. I'm going by what looks cool. Fuck stats.
Okay, one sec. I'm going to throw in an eagle bomb. Okay, so Bast, for killing these things, generally speaking, you have to kind of get it nice and close at their base. Otherwise, they kind of just like
shrug it off.
Shield eats it.
Yeah, you can definitely blame me.
Hold on. The shield on this is down, so I'm just gonna yeet.
Yeah, you can throw grenades into their doors once the shield is down, so that's one way you can deal with it.
Riona just tased my nuts and I exploded.
Yeah, I see her. Oh god.
She loves that thing. Not that I blame her. It's a good gun.
Oh yeah.
You're coming in on roughly the spot where I landed. Here's my shit. Okay.
Okay. Get away from that ship.
Yeah, a direct hit with a 500 can usually blow one of those up right through the shield. I don't know what killed Bass, the blast or Riona.
Probably the blast slamming him against something. I don't know. I thought it was far enough away.
All right, I see this. I see.
Hey, Fluffy, how you been? Long time no see. How you doing?
Hey, Fluffy.
Lurking at work. Thank you.
That was the secondary. We can now head toward the city.
Yay, hi Fluffy.
What weapon was that?
That's the Wasp launcher. It's a new thing they added. There's
Enemy patrol. South.
Okay, those drones. If they spot you, they're what summon reinforcements. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Ow! Oh! Ow! Jesus! Fucking Illuminates.
Yeah, but like I imagine for future runs in this, like with Riona, you're gonna want to wear the arc resistance, gear. Which I am indeed wearing.
Honestly, that the Killzone crossover stuff is really good because it has resistances to everything.
Killzone cross. Oh right, yeah. I think I have that.
Destroy the alien government drones. Yeah, I know. I don't like birds either.
we say is most of our platoon has little drones.
Yeah, no, it's like, well, listen, I love the fact that Dan Abnett beat that meme to the punch, because in the Ravenor series, in the fucking Hive world, most of that takes place on, the birds aren't real. They are actually drones.
That's nuts.
And I like my little Roomba guard dog. It hoovers up lives.
Lol. Oh, well, I landed on top of you. Nice. Oh. Helldivers 2 should have won Game of the Year. I mean, I think it should have been nominated for Game of the Year for sure, but...
It's a great accessibility option.
There was some actual BS, like, going on this, Gaudi Awards ceremony.
I mean,
like, it's always rigged. Yes, I know you're about to say that. I'm just saying, like, actually unironically in the worst way possible.
I mean, I played Astrobot. I think it's not a bad pick to have won.
Oh, we almost got spotted.
I just think that what you call it?
Okay. I'm calling it a big one.
Elden Ring, thank you. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name. Elden Ring shouldn't have been nominated. Helldivers 2 should have been.
Yeah, it really shouldn't have been nominated. Like, how?
Oh, you were a little close.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
That was my own fucking fault.
I gotcha. Your shit's still there. Oh. Now we got voteless. The worst fate imaginable, being not allowed to vote in Super Earth.
It's a fate worse than
look. I'm just gonna say, Super Earth, like, if it's sane, will only give certain demographics the ability to vote.
Oh my god.
So no voteless.
I'm just saying, land owning a male.
Wukong won Game of the Year in the Steam Awards. Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. I fucking. Oh shit. Oh, big guy.
I did not play Wukong, so I have no real opinion on it.
I mean, I heard nothing but good things about Wukong. Yeah, the only thing I heard bad was Chinese. Literally bad. That is it.
Yeah, people tried making excuses for why it was bad, and it was all bullshit. It's the same reason why they were trying to fight Stellar Blade getting any good press.
Well, I stick by what I said before, where I genuinely believe Space Marine 2 and Stellar Blade not being nominated for Game of the Year was a political thing. Like they couldn't afford to have. Oh shit! They couldn't afford to have those win.
I mean, I think Wukong being nominated is worse than either of the two you mentioned. And I mean, to be honest, like I played most of the games that were nominated. I thought that 7 Rebirth was good. I thought that what you call it, Astrobot was fantastic, and Metaphor was also
Unicorn
fantastic.
Overlord was robbed.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying.
Nobody played Unicorn Overlord. Like, as much as we love Unicorn Overlord, we have to admit that, like, it is a minority of a minority. The fact that it didn't win strategy game, though, is bullshit. But, like, again, we have to remember who's voting for these, and I promise you none of them played it.
Well, I mean,
isn't it like a Switch-only game?
It is. It's a Switch-only game. It's a strategy game that's, like, real-time. Like, it's Japanese, so it had a lot of things going against it.
Well, I know that reminds me of something I remember from talking about the Academy Awards.
Well, watch out, Bath. Don't go near those. Those are like arc pylons.
I did the big dumb. I was like, what's that? Why is that? I was like, why is that street lamp all fucked up?
Ow! I'm get my fade run by this fucking. Okay, he's dead. There's gonna be dudes coming in. But because it reminds me of talking about the Academy Awards as for example, the fact that in the Academy Awards, you remember when what do you call it? Won a bunch of awards, fucking Let It Go movie, Frozen.
Frozen. Yeah.
Yeah. Something I remember from that was pretty much everyone who voted for Frozen to be animated movie of the year didn't actually watch it, and they admitted as much.
Yeah, they admitted that they just went with the popular one.
Well, the thing is, you have to remember, a lot of these people are old. They mainly vote based for the animated movie of the year based on like what their kids or like nieces and nephews or grandkids like. So like, that's why you always get Pixar winning everything over like anything Japanese, like because they just don't watch these.
Yeah. We've also got a bit of a problem. Hold on. All right. There is a scrambler somewhere. Oh, it's over there.
Objective located.
I was gonna say the names of my whatever the fucks I can call down weren't there, so I was kind of confused.
I think Riona just got booted.
Wait, Rihanna, are you okay?
Hellbomb arm. Clear the area.
I don't know. Still going on my end.
I see something running in place. I wonder if I'm about to crash too.
Uh-oh, so it's not just Riona.
Yeah, like there's like a dude right in front of me just running in place.
That would probably be Riona.
No, it could be.
No, there's no one there on my screen.
The game crashed.
The game crashed. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll hang here, Riona, so you can just jump right back in, okay?
Yeah. Ow.
It's Tremors.
I'm more a Tremors 2 kind of guy.
I love Tremors 2. It's so good.
Yeah. Okay, like, don't get me wrong, Tremors 1 is good as far as, like, you know,
Shame
like,
since the game was running well with my model up.
it's one of those weird cases where, like, the tone almost changes between films because it's almost like a different film, but, like, not in a bad way. Sort of like how, like, Terminator 1 and 2 is, like, Terminator 1's more of, like, a horror action, but, like, Terminator 2 is more
fluffy.
genuine action, but they're both fucking good.
Oh yeah, it's like Alien and Aliens, right?
Like, honestly, my favorite bit, of all the things in Tremors 2, my favorite bit is, wait a minute, October 74? When he realizes the girl he's been with the whole time is his favorite Playboy model.
Oh, nice.
And then they end up together.
Oh.
Yeah,
LOL, those streams were fun. Still proud of how fair the House Cup I ran was.
Oh yeah, the Mr. Rihanna Hogwarts Legacy Fair Play like House Cup stuff was great.
Fair play, House Cup stuff. That was a lot of words. What do you mean?
When we played Hogwarts Legacy, we ended up having each person put into a house, except Rihanna kept taking away house points from the house I was in. So they made a Dagoth house to put me in.
Oh.
Except they called it Basteth and basically there was like a 5th Hogwarts house
Bastist
added.
sucked Mad Waffle House and Basteth, you're both lost.
Well, yeah, because I was originally in Hufflepuff, and then they renamed it Waffle House, and people in Waffle House didn't like that, so they booted me out.
All right,
wait.
Hold up. Everybody follow me.
And also we drove the mongrel basts out of the Empire.
Hogwarts. Wait, this is not the Hogwarts Legacy I played. I thought. What Hogwarts Legacy were you guys playing?
We played Hogwarts Legacy, like the normal Hogwarts Legacy.
Rihanna just crashed again.
Oh, what the fuck? Is the game like super fucked right now?
So you played like the normal Hogwarts Legacy, but this was like a side thing?
We just had a mini game going with chat.
Oh, okay.
Basically, we would just be like we just divided chatters into houses, and would like give arbitrary points out or take them away based on things going on, or we would play little games with chat and stuff.
If I crash, I'll tacky bast wit home.
What? No, don't do that.
Yeah, well, don't worry. We'll wait here. We'll wait here for Rihanna to come back. So defend this ground. And Ash just run off to murder things. All right, okay, go back up, Ash.
I'll stop.
No, we're coming to join you.
I'll come back.
We're coming to join you.
No, yeah, I'm coming to help. I got a thing to throw.
What?
Ash, get that booty out of there.
If it crashes again this time, no worries, I can sit the rest of this one out.
mean, Riona, if you want to switch games, I'm totally okay with that.
What other game can we play together?
I don't know.
We do have we all have Gundam Breaker. We can switch to that.
We do actually.
Yeah.
Like we were gonna do that on Friday, but we can do Gundam Breaker instead.
Yeah, we can do it like
honestly,
we can do it 2 days in a row. I don't mind.
Well, then let's just do this. I'm gonna call Riona reinforcement, and let's just finish this mission, and then we'll switch to Gundam Breaker, because it'll be more chill, and it's definitely not gonna crash.
Yeah.
How does that sound, Riona?
Listen, I am brain rotted on Gundam like you wouldn't believe. I'm totally okay with that.
Oh yeah, I mainly just wanted to be able to see the new content, and I've now seen
the new content,
the new race, and I have seen the city, so I am sated.
Where is that tower? Oh, here it is. Oh, this is what.
A lot of people say that.
Listen. Gear and Zombie had some good ideas, okay?
Well, actually, okay, so Gundam Breaker is 3-player. So what we'll do is, Ash, you have Gundam Breaker, right?
I do.
Well, then what I'll do is I'll just sit out and chill with chat while y'all play Gundam Breaker. That way Brianna can have fun, you two can have fun. I don't mind just vibing. Like,
I haven't really brought up my story much. Like, I only just got it.
That's
like,
okay.
Recently.
That's okay. We can work on that.
Hey, you two can do story with the story mode with Ash to get him caught up. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I don't think Brianna would either.
Yeah, I don't mind skipping because the story is kind of like, not all that interesting. It's literally just like. It's like the way I had it explained to me, it's like a mixture of like, honestly, like
don't go in there, sending a hell bomb.
It's basically like you're playing an MMO, and there's no like stuck in the video game aspect of it, but some dudes are like, I'm gonna bring down AI by like destroying this video game. It's like, what? What are you on about?
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Sample acquired.
Yeah, it's like
Tagging map, northwest.
Imagine if .hack, but everybody cared about Blitzball in .hack, and there was a big tournament for it, and then it had a WW2K plot of someone stole the wrestling belt for WrestleMania, and you have to go get it back, but it's actually like an AI.
The story stuff admittedly goes a bit harder if you are a fan of other Gundam Breaker games.
That is very true.
I thought it was the funniest thing. Over here, guys.
Marking location.
I thought it was funny when I was playing that game with Millie, because Millie and I played the whole story on stream. And I basically guessed the final boss. It's like, because there's that dude who, he's this Kefka-looking motherfucker. Doesn't matter what his name is.
I remember that ugly son of a bitch.
Yeah, I remember we were making fun of him because he looks like kind of like a discount Kefka.
I mean, Chaos turned out to be a bad guy who could all have guessed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I says to Millie, like, so what's he gonna do? Show up in the Devil Gundam and say he's gonna create a monument to non-existence? Yeah, so it turns out the Devil Gundam's the final boss, and it's him controlling it.
Yep.
Get what the tag button was.
Q.
Q. I didn't need to. It was already tagged, but I decided fuck it.
For prosperity.
I hate Striders.
Do not go in that general direction that I just threw that fucking napalm barrage. In fact,
Ow!
Riona, get back from there.
Damn.
Calling in a resupply and a bonus turret.
I like the song. That's funny.
Oh, that thing is still up. Shit, that's bad. Fuck.
I want to back up. I send in G.
One
They're
moment.
making a Helldivers movie.
They are, and it's gonna be bad because it's made by Sony.
Well, I mean, Sony also made Super Troopers, didn't they?
Yeah, but that was back when Sony still made good stuff. They're also doing a Horizon Zero Dawn movie. Oh shit.
And a Ghost of Tsushima anime. Which...
Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable, but that's...
Nobody can take me out if I beat him to it.
Lol. Well, like, here's the thing, right?
Ow, ow, ow.
Sorry, you run in front of me, I'm sorry, I stopped. No, it's my fault. So, basically, oh, I might be dead. My opinion, and I have an unpopular opinion, I actually think The Last of Us, not anime. No, I unironically think The Last of Us HBO show is fantastic, so, like, you have to understand that, like, I'm a fan of The Last of Us TV show. Now, do I think it's, like, the best thing ever? No, but, like, it's still good. Like, I still enjoyed watching it.
Okay, I'm going to make a proposition. Would you like to?
I dropped a lot of things.
Would you like to back out now and do Gundam Breaker?
Once we finish this mission.
That might take a bit. That might take a bit.
I mean, I'm okay with saying fuck it. This feels scuffed, and I actually kind of want to go to the bathroom, to be honest.
Rihanna, what do you think? I mean, want to get a minute to talk. Why can't you kill those things with back shots? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Alright, I'm tired of that thing. Hold on.
So yeah, Rihanna, do you want to say fuck it and we go play Gundam Breaker and just chill?
Yeah,
I'm a fiend with anything.
Alright, you know what? Okay, everybody, stand on me. Stand on me. Right now. Stand on me, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, everybody on top of me. For democracy.
For democracy. Well, now.
Okay, yeah. I'm a back up. Yeah, just go ahead and quit.
Well, hey, I thank you so much for showing it to me.
Yeah, no problem.
It's
no problem.
It was like...
Sorry for the trouble.
No,
Rihanna, it's no trouble at all, Rihanna. Don't worry.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, like, straight up, I was afraid mine was going to crash because, I'll be honest with you, after you crashed, I saw you running, and then I also, like, I was, like 8 frames a second for, like, minutes at a time. So, like, this shit was getting mad choppy for me, too. Like, I think my game just crashed now, actually. Shit!
One moment, I gotta switch the game.
Okay, sorry, all one moment while I get this set up.
Yep. Alright, give me... Oh my god, dude, my computer's freaking the fuck out. Kill Helldivers. Kill Helldivers.
I'm renaming the stream to Gundam Breakin 4 2 Electric Boogaloo. Okay, now let's see if updating the stream keeps the shared chat. Okay, somebody from Riona's chat say something. Real quick. Hi, Bast. Okay, yeah, no, that's still working. Okay, yeah. I like this. I'm gonna do this with, like, every collab I do now. This is actually really neat.
It's been cozy.
Bella Ice, very based. We like Xeon in these parts.
Bella Lost Souls.
It was so funny because when we were doing the Gundam lore stream, by the way, if you're cool with it, Riona, I'm gonna set that up for next week if I can get Millie to come along, probably on Friday.
That'd be cool. Also, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
That's okay. But yeah,
sure, I love talking about Gundam.
But yeah, it was funny because it was you, me, Kivi, and Millie. There was Why is my game capture so big? It just eclipsed everything. What the hell? All right, hold up. I get the feeling we need to... Oh, I know what the problem is. All right. Why can't I change you? Oh, right, because I have borderless full screen. Still won't let me change it. Okay, everyone be patient. I will fix the...
Indeed, Bella.
Change... I literally cannot change my resolution. What the fuck? This is the dumbest thing ever. Hold on. Yeah, it gives me exactly one resolution to play this at. All right. I figure that might be the problem. All right, so one moment, everyone. I'm gonna have to reshape the game capture to fit it. I am sorry.
Humdazaku 2 Kai High Mobility. EA High Fub.
It looks like everyone's just having jank today. There we go. There we go. Okay. I am backing out now. Is there a Gundam game where you play as Bright and just slap the war criminal Amuro over and over again? No, sadly, there is not, even though Amuro deserves it.
Why doesn't he deserve it?
Yeah, but listen, if you didn't want to be slappable, if you didn't want to be slapped, you wouldn't be so, slappable.
Look, he wouldn't be a war criminal if everybody did basically tell him he had to be a war criminal and then start smacking him around for not wanting to be a war criminal.
Oh, why am I playing this with not with my controller?
Including when Bright slapped Shinji.
Okay, I need to add Riona as a friend. So pre-existing. All right, yeah, I need to add Riona as a friend. So all right, one moment. Okay, Riona, I'm gonna open your stream on Twitch real quick. If you could, like, put up a wait a minute. If you could put up your no.
God,
3325235083.
I'm gonna need to read it just as I'm not gonna be able to remember that number. I'm not gonna be able to remember that number for like after a couple seconds, so one moment.
No worries, I can repeat it.
All right, hold up. Okay, I got your stream open. I can see the number, so just bear with. What game? What are you doing? Why is the... Oh my god, I'm gonna strangle this game if it keeps doing this shit to me. All right. Okay, I see your number. Okay, my game just went into Steam. What friends? So I didn't ask it to. Okay, 332 5 2 3 5 083. All right, did you get a friend request? I'm so you actually, Riona, I'm so used to the sound of your text-to-speech voice that when you said the number, I assumed you actually said it and you didn't type it in your own chat. So it was right there for me to read. I didn't even think to read it because I'm a fucking idiot.
LOL, my brands is unstoppable.
Yeah, no, really. Okay, did you get the friend? Did you get the friend code though? Oh my god, I'll be right back too. One moment, everyone. Ah, Jesus.
Sent.
Okay.
And accepted.
Okay, thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to set up the lobby now, and y'all can join. But yeah, no, I'm sorry I didn't even think to read chat, Riona. I'm not very smart. Okay, friend lobby. The passcode is the best year in human history, 1776. Okay, the lobby is now up.
One sec, I am playing Gundam Barbies, I guess.
You are breaking Gundams, you could say.
1776 will commence again.
Very based. I'm sorry for that quick AFK I took back there. I literally had to get up and
will
do the thing I mentioned earlier, which is, open my window.
Let me show some of my other builds.
Yeah, one sec. I've got like a low-level suit that I'm using for like running this with Ash. I'm upgrading it through a synthesis at the moment. For those who are unaware of my taste in Gundam, I just started watching Gundam Unicorn very recently. I saw 2 episodes. It's my new favorite. It is literally peak cinema.
LOL, I forgot about Hoseun Miku.
Oh, did you make a Miku Gundam? Like Gyaradoga and Heavy Arms. I respect it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be nice because I genuinely don't like Heavy Arms. It's my least favorite mobile suit in all of Gundam. I'll fully admit though that's my personal taste. But all this,
I get it. He looks cool, and the guy piloting him is cool, but there's a big problem.
This is Knockers the Echidna only Exonic. She doesn't chuckle, she'd rather flex her knuckers.
Huh. So what are we waiting for?
Ash is putting together his like mobile suit. I am upgrading mine.
The same but Goblin mode.
I like Goblin mode better personally, but that's just me.
Okay, let's see. Should be good.
Do I even have a second close range weapon equipped? I don't think I do.
Hi Gallum.
Gundam Boober. I'm
my
guessing.
God.
I'm guessing that's Riona's Gundam, the Gundam Boober. Oh, you all right, hon? What's wrong?
I can't remember how to fucking. One sec.
To be fair, the heavy arms is a
Select
gimmick Gundam,
for
and
a
like the rest of the Wing S suit made for
Why
short-term
won't it let me
terrorism.
click your name to join your team?
I don't know.
I've searched. You're listed.
To join a team, a mission has to be started.
Hmm.
Oh, I think he means the lobby.
Yeah, I don't know how to join your lobby.
Oh, go to the. Did you go to the blue?
Is it the blue bear?
Go to the blue bear. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you should be able to try and join, and then I think the password is 1776.
Yep.
There we go. Can never be fucking easy with Japanese games, can it?
Nope.
I love Japanese. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I love Japanese games, but holy shit, they make the most esoteric fucking co-op modes imaginable.
Yeah, their problem is that they just will not get with the rest of society and be up to date on like online stuff. Like it took until like Strive to get rollback netcode in Japanese games. So for like 10 plus fucking years, we were always playing the worst dog shit online.
Riona kind of disappeared. I didn't see where she went.
She's currently in a loading screen.
Oh, there she is.
How do I edit my my profile card?
Oh, you can't be in a multiplayer lobby, and you go to your profile card. You hit start, and you go to profile card on the right.
Actually, I've got to ask: are we even able to pursue my story from your lobby?
Yeah.
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 Should be able to.
Just go. You set up the mission.
Yeah, if you select the mission, then it'll all trigger for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember reusing that suit, Riona. It's a work of art.
I thought I was past chapter 2, but whatever. No, really, I thought I was further along. Whatever. I'm only up to mission 5 on chapter 1.
Huh. Oh, did you select chapter 2?
I don't have that as an option.
One moment. Let me check mine. That's weird, because I'm pretty sure we beat chapter 2 yesterday.
I thought we did too.
Was Bo setting up the missions?
No,
I
Ash was.
have to set up the ones.
Okay,
Whatever.
so Oh, sorry, go on.
We'll just go from chapter 5, I guess, or chapter 1, whatever.
That's fine.
Wait, do you have?
We are high stilt.
Do you have any? Are any missions considered completed?
I have one sec because I have to disband the
And
party
Gundam
just to look
Seed
at it.
Destiny is indeed rather bad.
See, did I? That's why. Never mind. One sec.
I know I fucked it up once where Riona and Aaron and I were playing together, and I accidentally missed a mission or did something wrong. So, like, they were, like, chapters ahead of me, and I was behind and had to catch up.
Okay. All right. Put us in whenever you're ready, hon.
Okay. Right. Hold that.
I see we're twin Gatling gun buddies.
Yeah, but I don't think I have this at all set up correctly because it was like slapdash and a rush.
I love that kind of build. I love doing it in Armored Core 6, like the 2 heavy chain guns.
Yeah, I'm basing mine off, full armor unicorn. So,
BTW, you can just skip because, I don't know, I don't find the story or its characters interesting.
That's totally fine.
I literally know nothing about Gunbreaker's lore. This is the first Gunbreaker's game I've ever played.
I kind of like the premise of the third one more. It was just kind of almost like a class,
Notice.
It was like a. Notice what? Oh, that your head is in the ceiling.
Riona going down the launch tube is just going to be all like that fucking, it's like that one video from Bloodborne where it's just, he's sliding down the ladder with the pointy metal hat and just going as it goes. Oh, we got to defend the thing.
Oh, Rihanna has big hammer. Nice. I like it.
Wait, Riona's got a bonk hammer?
Rihanna's got the hammer from, she's got like a pink hammer like that fucking Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. Think it's up. Big bonkies.
Nope.
Wait, it did but Shinx left the poor man's Camille. He's the man you love to hate. The only worthwhile fact of Gundam Seed with English versions of at least is that. I mean, I think the most worthwhile fact about Gundam Seed is that of all of the Gundam movies released in theaters ever, the movie that was a direct sequel to Gundam Seed Destiny is the highest grossing of all time, so it means that in Japan, their favorite must be Gundam Seed Destiny because, obviously they all came out to see it.
Well, that's like an interesting thing, right? So, what do y'all know about, we've talked about, Nasuverse, Fate Stay Night before, right?
Yeah.
An interesting thing about that is there's this perceived belief that the Studio Dean Fate Stay Night adaptation of the Fate route is bad in the West. In Japan, they not only did they love it, but the creator of it, the creator of Fate Stay Night, Nasu, actually liked some of the ideas it introduced and canonized them as a result.
Yeah. It's genuinely a thing that, the Western audience of Fate sneers at the 2000s adaptation of the game, but it is wildly loved in Japan. And while, Ufotable has done great work, it is unlikely for them to make a beeline for readapting the Fate route because, as far as Nasu's concerned, it was already adapted and it was adapted well.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Western fans are like, don't watch Dean Stay Night. Read the visual novel instead. It's like, okay, but why? It's a perfectly good anime, and the creator liked it.
I mean, listen, I own Fate Stay Night, the Dean anime on DVD. I've watched it. It's really not that bad. Is it as good as anything UFO Table did? No, definitely not. But it's still good. It's like saying I would say the Dean one is a solid 7.5. Maybe a 7. I could just be having positive memories of it. But
the issue is no in a mono drastically changes charters like the Dune movies.
I have not played the visual novel, so I don't know how much it changes things. I would have to go based off of people who played it and watched it. But the thing is, you have to remember back at the time when the Dean anime came out, they didn't have when did the Dean anime come out?
2006.
Mid 2000s.
Yeah. So they would have had the PS2. They would have had the PS2 version that had all the sex cut out.
Yeah, the Nuada.
Rialta Nua.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm stupid.
As much as I'm I want to keep things as they were. At the same time, if you've ever read the actual sex scenes, they're not.
They're awful.
Very pleasant.
Yeah.
Mollusks. Her anus. Let's talk about mollusks, and her anus was defenseless.
Well, yeah, and it's a lot of like food metaphors and stuff. It's weird. I'm just. Did I say hi to that? I think you did. Hey, Bird, how you doing? Hope your day is going well there, Rihanna. Oh, think you can. You're tired. I get it.
We are high Ken and Tai.
Giant Hammer's insane. I love it. Hell yeah.
He slightly.
It's nice having both cats together. It's like really convenient.
Yeah, it really is. From now on, whenever I'm collabing with someone, I want to do this. This is actually
LOL,
really nice.
I don't fit on the mission end screen.
Listen, Rihanna, all I got is like, all I'm seeing is your crotch and your mecha legs.
It's like Shadow of the Colossus, but kinkier.
You gotta climb the Colossus to fuck it.
I remember a dude, I forget who it was, but he was like, I don't like anybody who doesn't want to date tall women's a fucking pussy. I wanna fucking climb that shit like a Colossus, mount her, and then topple her over to fuck. And he was like a short king.
That reminds me of how persistently in like a lot of anime, you'll like have a character who will be female, and they're often like one of the best girls to choose, you know, tall, awesome, probably big titty, like Sailor Jupiter, for example. Easily a lot of people's favorites. Yeah, okay, so she's 5'6".
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's like significantly shorter than me, but you know, everyone acts like she's freakishly tall.
Yeah, there's a card in FGO for like Medusa in like this really gorgeous and you know, open neckline you know, like belle of the ball dress, and like it has like this like line in it talking about like how a seaweed haired boy said, isn't she too tall? And then was like, and it's like he was allegedly found later beaten up in a dumpster. And the thing is like, okay, but Medusa is 5'8".
Listen, I'm just of the opinion that I've never had a problem dating girls taller than me or shorter than me. Like,
that is fair slightly.
Wait, what? G Fighter Gundam is the Adam West of the Gundam series. What I mean by that is that every Gundam series has some philosophy of war, but G Fighter is so campy with its villain of the day characters and craziness.
G Gundam is great, yeah.
I don't remember G Gundam. Really
okay.
I saw it when I was like 10.
Okay, G Gundam is the one where all the space colonies are like Neo America, Neo Japan, etc. And they're all like, every colony is like a caricature, like space island that looks like the country, it's shaped like the country it's based on, and then they send very, very stereotyped by nation.
All Makar is romance and G Fighter is romance and martial arts film.
Yeah, it's like like, and the what they do in that one is they don't fight wars. They have a yearly tournament. It's like yearly, every 4 years, something like that, where every nation sends a Gundam into this tournament. The last one standing, their nation gets to rule for like until the next tournament.
Hey, honey.
Geopolitics via gladiator combat.
Click on me.
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
You kept stopping in front of me and then fucking off. I was like, what's going on here?
Oh no, listen, I'm just like scatterbrained and probably early onset dementia. So it's like, yeah.
Well, I love you.
I love you too.
You are a cutie.
I am not.
Y'all are adorable.
You know, G Gundam's one of my favorites. I'm a big simp though for the Universal Century. So I just love it as a setting in general, and it's got like a ton of great stories within it. So it's
same. Like, it's so well thought out.
Yeah, and
it really is.
And it really tickles that, you know, quasi realistic.
I hope we get more SD Gundam stories.
It really tickles that quasi-realistic military sci-fi itch that I love so much. I mean, yeah, it gets crazy later on, but that's also another thing I like about it is the emergent technology theme. You know, as like they develop stuff like, you know, like psychoframes and, you know, fin fanels and all that stuff. You know, because because the original Mobile Suit Gundam, it's just our world, but with a very minor you know, it's like
tech outpacing those who use it.
Yeah, it's like there's just a tiny little unrealistic thing they add, and that's Minovsky particles. And then they, like, Minovsky particles and new types. Those are their two allowances for, you know, to break their hard sci-fi rule, right?
Right.
They do such a good job evolving those 2 points, and it feels believable regardless.
Normal UC or Origin UC or Thunderbolt UC. I don't know what any of those.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. There seems to be this, like, okay, when they made Gundam the Origin, and which was a manga that was a retelling of the whole series, and when they made, why can't I lock on right? When they made Gundam the Gundam the Origin manga, and when they made the manga for Gundam Thunderbolt, because the manga came first. The mangas are alternate universe stories. Like, they're Universal Century, but an alternate universe of Universal Century. When they brought them to anime, they only brought the part of Origin that's, like, before the events of Mobile Suit Gundam, and that made it canon. Because it doesn't really deviate until after that point. And then for Thunderbolt, the creator of Thunderbolt has said straight up...
Thunderbolt at first he's on rails and then goes off rails.
Yeah, the creator of the Thunderbolt manga said that when they adapted it to anime, it became canon. You know, because that's how Sunrise does it generally. If it becomes an anime, it becomes canon.
I was about to ask you. I was pretty sure the anime came first, but I wasn't sure.
The original Gundam, yeah, the original Gundam was an anime first, and then it got like why can't I lock onto shit like normal? Like,
see, why I hate Gundam narrative even more.
I don't know what that is.
That's apparently the movie follow-up to Unicorn. I've never seen it. I've heard people say it's bad, but I have zero context.
It can't be as bad as Eureka 7 AO, where they literally create a reality gun where every time he pulls the trigger, it just rewrites reality, and it's fucking stupid.
I heard AO was not a very good continuation of Eureka 7.
Every single thing after the first anime for Eureka 7 has been pretty dog shit, except for Pocket Full of Rainbows. That was just kind of like, eh. It wasn't bad, but AO sucked. The movies all horribly sucked from that trilogy because they were like clip shows, or they came up with like weird things. Like the last movie in the Ava, I keep saying Ava, in the Eureka 7 like trilogy or quartet or whatever it was like a weird alternate history version. They tried to do. Did you ever see Full Metal Alchemist Conqueror of Shambhala?
Oh yeah, they tried to go like whole fucking AU with it, right? Like there's multiple universes.
Yes, they tried to go AU. Hey Sandy, I'm not saying your name, pretty lady. How you doing? How's your day going? Just got home. I feel you on that. I'm also tired as fuck from today. Was work okay? Also, yeah, just to wrap up very quickly. Yeah,
Ongie, hi Sandy.
They did like an alternate universe thing with Eureka 7, and it was really bad, and it was awful, and all the characters like got redesigned and looked incredibly worse.
So it's just not good, basically.
No, it's not. Also, we're gonna put like a villain on the screen. Let me tell the narrative is bad with the villain. I mean, I don't like his weird like not dress triangles, and he has like the normal neon shirt, doesn't he? He just has he just has Zoomer haircut. Counterpoint, Shayna, Juice, fine, cool, and good. I'm clinically insane, said Millie.
What?
The shirt is sleeves? I mean, yeah, the shirt does have sleeves. That is true.
No, the sleeves are a faction. The sleeves are a faction.
What? There's a faction called the Sleeves?
Yeah. Also, wait, you say Millie said something? I don't see Millie in chat.
No, in Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Okay. I was like looking at chat, like, where's Millie? And I'm just like, oh. Okay. Also, Millie, don't worry. We switched to Gundam Breaker because there was jank with Helldivers, but you know, we are still doing Gundam Breaker on Friday.
I don't think she's not watching. It's just Rihanna posted something in Discord.
Oh.
Also, Millie, Bo's lying. You've been replaced. You're no longer his Gundam slut. Rihanna is.
Now listen,
you must now kiss and fight.
Okay, listen. Both Riona and Millie are my Gundam sluts.
Zoltan is a combination of every bad flaw in Gundam.
Camo Kamikaze. We were having jank with Helldivers, so we switched games, and I can't change the title on Twitter. So yeah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck with Helldivers in the title, even though I'm playing Gundam Breaker 4.
Fake news.
Zoltan is a combination of every bad flaw in Gundam. I'm guessing this is a narrative thing, Riona?
Yeah. Synthesis was unlocked, finally.
Okay. But yeah, I have not seen narrative. I am watching Unicorn for the first time right now, and it is peak. Like, it's actually dethroned 0083 is my favorite. Yeah, Hunt, if you need to go level up, go ahead.
Let's learn about simply...
Yeah, Unicorn is also M, and narrative goes out of its way to kind of shit on it, but also...
Well, I mean, listen, y'all.
Whoa, how with 40k they let a bunch of authors do things.
Yeah, like, you know, like I will say, even with GW, like, you know, working to keep the, you know, all the lore coordinated, they still need to tard wrangle a bunch of their authors, especially ADB, Mike Brooks, and Gaff Thorpe. But, I mean, listen, regardless of y'all's spicy hot Gundam takes, I've got the one that
and when you don't do that, certain fouls and writing issues can emerge.
Yeah. I can beat y'all with the spicy hot Gundam takes, okay? I can beat all of you with a simple sentence. You want me to?
Yeah.
Sure.
I like G-Savior.
I don't know what that is.
I like G-Savior.
And Zoltan is kind of a live-in avatar for every flaw Gundam has had.
Okay, G-Savior was like a 30th anniversary thing. One of the things Gundam did with their 30th anniversary in like the 90s. They made a live-action movie. They made a live-action Gundam movie. It's the best way to describe how it looks. It looks.
And I would like G-Savior more if it didn't he have the Eureka 7 knot.
Oh, well, now I want to see it. Hold on.
Oh, no. Okay, so here's the thing. Basically, G-Savior it was made in the mid-90s. It's a live-action Gundam movie. It was a joint production between Japan and Canada, and it uses English actors, and the visual effects, they're like, you know, slightly higher production value equivalent to Babylon 5, if you ever watched that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's
yeah.
Like, it reminds me of like Apple's Ex Machina.
Yeah, it's like legitimately, I can't hate it. Like, as much as I'm told it's the worst thing Gundam ever did. Don't watch it. It's the worst thing Gundam ever did. It's like, okay, I liked it. It was a fun watch. It's like, I've watched TV shows with similar visual effects from that era. It's like, it's not some kind of like, so it doesn't look bad to me.
Yeah, I'm sure if someone who's never seen stuff from like the early 2000s or late 90s but sees it, they'd be like, this is barf-inducing. But like, I don't know. I'm with you. I grew up with this kind of shit. Back in the day, this was fucking rad.
Yeah.
And there's like, I think that it's gonna horseshoe back around to being nostalgia.
Yeah, because
like we're already.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say we're already going to the point where people are making like N64 and PS1 style games, so it's only a matter of time before people start doing like actively, like, you know, aggressively obvious CG in things. Not ironically, just because that's like the style.
Yeah, like the style comes back.
Yeah, and then somehow someone's gonna try and say that means that George Lucas's redo of the original trilogy is somehow valid, and it's not.
Listen. I like the special editions. I heard your soul leave your body when I said that, Baz.
You like super CGI fucking animals on Tatooine with super fake looking stormtroopers riding them, wearing like
unironically
shit they probably wouldn't wear.
Unironically.
There's only one change I personally liked, and that's having Hayden Christensen as Vader's Force Ghost at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Because it's like, you know, when he's like, you know, saved, he becomes the man he was before he fell.
Yep. Hey TK, how you doing?
Now you see, that's actually the change I don't know. I'm weird.
Hi TK.
I'm weird about that change because it feels like George Lucas went out of his way to erase the guy who originally played Vader in that scene. Like, so I get why George did it, but then he tried to act like he never hired the original guy ever, and it's like
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, okay, George Lucas falls into that, you know, I love Star Wars, okay? You know, I love Star Wars. I've recently had my love of it rekindled by a sequel fan shitting on the prequels. Now, that said, I generally believe George Lucas can't really be relied on to talk about Star Wars anymore, because he's saying this shit like he was saying all this shit like, well, the Empire is America and the rebels are the Vietnamese, and it's like, as you're the guy who wrote this, where the actual fuck are you getting that?
Did you watch the interview? Did you watch the interview? Like, 'cause I know what you're talking about, but
yeah. He genuinely doesn't he recall most of it and had so much help.
When it comes to that interview, I saw that bit and was like, okay, this is so stupid, I'm not going to give it the time of day.
He said he was influenced by the Vietnam War. And like used the idea of how like what you call it?
Oh wait,
used the idea of how like the Viet Cong were fighting as an example for like how the rebels would fight.
Okay. So if I'm picking up what you're putting down here, it was like he used it as an example of as an influential example of how to write asymmetrical warfare between a poorly equipped rebellion and a much better equipped proper military.
Yes. I mean, y'all have to remember, this is the interview that got him in trouble with like modern audiences because they expected him to like apologize for not having enough representation in the original trilogy, and he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Leia was a woman. She's in charge.
Well,
you think Han and Luke were going to do anything without her telling them what to do?
Right? Okay.
They're dumb.
Well, okay.
And then that got people mad because they wanted him to apologize for like 50-year-old sins that he was just like, no."
Well, okay then. To that I say a bunch of media literate types lied to me about what George Lucas... Okay, a bunch of media literate types were not telling the truth there, and to quote a certain pawnbroker, those bastards lied to me. Because they told me... Because they told me he was like, you know, trying to say, oh, America is evil and the Vietnamese were good, and that's why I based the rebels on. When really it's just like, oh, I looked at how they fought war and used that for writing influence. It's like, those aren't even close to the same belief.
Like, maybe I'm wrong. Mind you, I saw this interview years ago, but that was like the takeaway I took from it. Maybe I misinterpreted it, but I didn't interpret it at all that he was saying America bad, Viet Cong good. I took it as like him and Spielberg, I think, were like talking about influences for their works, and they were just like, like, because no, not Spielberg. Who's the guy that did Terminator 2?
James Cameron.
James Cameron.
Man, remember when Han trapped stormtroopers in a barn cage of bamboo cages and tore their fingernails off?
I remember that. That was my favorite part of Empire.
Caleb.
That was my favorite part of Empire Strikes Back. I really like the part where they put the Imperials in an absolutely horrible prisoner of war camp and basically, you know, tortured the shit out of them and made them walk the Wookiee trail.
Dude, those little dudes from Return of the Jedi doing the Care Bear stare, and with their little spears was like really scary.
I'm of two minds about Ewoks, honestly. On the one hand, I actually don't hate Ewoks. I actually thought they were kind of cool. But on the other hand, the Ewok hate memes are fucking hilarious, and I belt them out anyway.
I mean, I agree. I think they're funny, and I mean, listen, I was a small child when I saw these movies, so like I thought they were cute when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But like I see as an adult, yeah, they're kind of dumb, but like who cares?
Well, the whole thing with Ewoks, this is kind of a funny story, is that they originally wanted to set the final battle on Kashyyyk, the Wookiee homeworld. Like, that was the original plan when they wrote it. The problem was that finding dudes as tall as Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca, was borderline impossible. Like enough to be extras. So instead,
can I make a bad joke really quick before you continue? Because I don't want to.
Hit me.
I thought the answer was going to be George Lucas was running out of money to hire extras, so he decided to go with the half-off approach.
Okay, no, that's not what happened. But no, it's like when they realized they'd be very hard up finding like enough tall people to play Wookiees. Mm-hmm. They instead they wrote it into a new planet called Endor.
Yeah, hi Sappy.
They wrote it into a new planet called Endor, and then he made a play on the term Wookiee to Ewok and made them short. Because they actually could find enough, dwarf actors to play the Ewoks. So that's why Ewoks are the way Ewoks are.
That is my friend Bo, who is co-streaming today.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
Sounds
Hello.
Like he is quite knowledgeable in his Star Wars lore, and I appreciate it. Yeah, he
And
knows
the
a lot
beer
of sci-fi
behind him
shit.
is Ash.
Yeah, like listen, my hyperfixations are essentially 30 bajillion different kinds of sci-fi, but primarily Warhammer. And I'm now hyperfixating on Gundam. I blame Millie for that, but you know what? I'm here for it, okay?
Nice.
Like Millie was the one who convinced me to drop $100 on this.
I'm only sad it wasn't me who got Bo hooked.
You know what, Riona? It probably would have been you, but Millie just beat you to the punch.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how you got here. It matters that you're at the party now.
It's like I said, I consider both you and Millie my Gundam sluts.
Took me way too long to figure out how to work the stupid synthesis system, I won't lie.
Can I be honest with you? The menus in this game are atrocious.
Okay.
And
No. The synthesis system, the synthesis menu, it bounces back and forth between different confirm buttons based on which window you are. It's obnoxious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy XI does the same fucking thing, and that game came out 20 years ago. I'm sorry, you came out last year. I almost said this year. Last year, you don't get that fucking excuse. Like, bad UI design. And now, does that make it a bad game? No, it just means that it's annoying.
It just means you're gonna be ripping my hair out trying to, accidentally backing out of a synthesis 20, 30 times,
Yeah. This Japanese game with bad UI impossible. Well, I mean, it depends. It's better than fucking Western UIs. Like, yeah, the Japanese ones have bad consistency issues, but at least it's not vomit on the screen.
Yeah, well, not to mention a lot of the Western ones now are all just the same.
Yep.
It's basically just copy pasting borderline the same UI in order to between games. But yeah, when it comes to the the real problem with Japanese games, though, and we were kind of talking about this earlier, is the esoteric co-op systems they introduce. Everything takes like, 30 menus and a friend invite system just to be able to fucking team up with, a person. Like, Monster Hunter is really bad about that, actually. Like, I remember when I was playing the Wilds demo, when we were streaming that, like, me, Ash, my buddies Joey and Peter, who we play Monster Hunter with, it took us like 20 minutes to figure out how to get into a group together.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, once we were in a group, we were shit-mixing monsters left and right, but it took 20 minutes to figure out how to get into a fucking group. When in a Western game, you could just like, hey, push button, they're your buddies,
Yeah.
Rather than going through 3 different menus and 12 different systems just to get into the random groups, let alone team with your friends.
I feel like, if I had to take a guess, I feel like the system designers do not think of multiplayer first in a lot of Japanese games. And that's why it feels tacked on and like they kind of like figure it out. And I also think that the other aspect is that they have a mindset of drop-in, drop-out gameplay, mainly from Japanese arcades. So I feel like they still have like this archaic, like old arcade mindset for how to join other people in playing. That like, and they just don't really look to like people meme on Call of Duty and shit, but like, I'll be honest, I was playing the Black Ops 6 over winter break. That shit was easy as fuck. You jump in, you're in a lobby, you're playing with people, everything is obvious, it's intuitive, it's quick.
Yeah,
and the connection's good.
I mean, I haven't played a COD in a while, but I've been playing a lot of fucking what is it? Delta Force, which is like, copies off of like, say, Call of Duty and Battlefield. And yeah, it's just really fucking easy to get into a game. You just drop in and it's like, hey, you're in there with people, you're shooting each other, you're having fun, you're going,
Hey, Nacho, how you doing, bud?
Something else I'll add. Arena Breakout Infinite. It's like a Tarkov ripoff. It's like a Chinese Tarkov ripoff, but it's actually better than Tarkov in my opinion.
We are high, Nacho.
That game does grouping up way easier than the actual Tarkov does.
Huh.
Yeah, like because most of the time, if you drop into a random group and escape from Tarkov, the two guys, the guys that get teamed up with, will just kill you.
Why?
Okay, because it's like because Tarkov's like the game that. Riona, what the fuck is that?
It's the Boobinator.
I noticed. But yeah, like, because the way these games work is like, say, you go through the map, you loot shit that you need to like upgrade your base and buy items in a fort, like sell for money, and then you extract, right? And if you die, you lose everything, right? Like all the weapons and armor on your back is just gone, and you need to buy more, and you have limited money. So losing shit is actually dangerous, right?
Yeah.
So basically...
Oh, cutie, I'm so sorry. Can I do anything to help?
Oh. What's up?
Nacho's just having a hard time, don't worry.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry to hear that, bud.
Yeah, I hope... sorry to hear that, Nacho. By the way, though, I saw your plans for more art of Bandit, so, you know what? Based.
Hella based.
But, right, so like when you die in the game, you lose all your shit, right? Well, basically what it means is if you drop into a group, a random, most groups are with people who are actively playing together. If you drop in random, they don't trust you, so they turn around and team kill you at the start of the match.
I mean, I'll be honest. If the
You just need time. Hey, man, not rushing you. Don't worry. You take all the time. You take all the time you need. You do good shit.
Oh yeah.
And basically, Arena Breakout Infinite's a little better about it. It's more built around being able to like group up with people and random people and feel like you're not going to get betrayed, essentially. So
I get that.
Yeah. So
We are high squad.
Sadly, I think the big problem is it's just the culture in that game is what facilitates that. It's like,
yeah.
Have I ever talked to you about the concept
When
of,
you
like,
die in T game, you go broke for real.
Oh yeah. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if they were swiping to try and like get benefits. What was I gonna say? Shit.
Hang on.
Have I talked about the idea of punishment in games?
I don't think so.
The TLDR is that I think, like, the more you punish players, the more players are going to actively try to not be punished. What I mean by this is, like, you know, like in World of Warcraft, when you wipe in a raid, you know, you gotta run back, you gotta reapply food buffs, you gotta wait for your weakness to fall off. Like, you might lose, you might need to repair your gear.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I was gonna bring that up, repairing gear. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So like, and the harder something is, the more punishing it is, the less players are going to be willing to give people chances. Like, why would you bring someone trying out a non-meta build when the meta build is consistent and does it easier, and you know you're going to be in for a harder time and possibly a lot of annoyance from taking someone on? And is it fair? No, but like, that's just how people think. So I think with Tarkov, to kind of extrapolate it back to that, I think the big issue just comes back to, like, it's so punishing to die, you can't trust randoms in that game, so they just don't.
Because
shit for new players.
Yeah, it's like you and your other guy, you don't know this guy. This guy could be just trying to get him, just like, could be
Knockers the Echidna Goblin mode.
Knockers the Echidna. I love it. Yeah, it's like, this guy may be legitimately just looking for a game, you know, he may be new, he may not know, but you don't know that. For all you know, he's going to shoot you both in the back of the head when you're in the middle of the raid, take your good gear, and fuck off, right? So it's either you or him. But yeah, I get that. It's why I like that when extraction shooters with that kind of, you know, gameplay actually, like, facilitate working together with randoms, even if it means breaking some of the realism, like, say, getting rid of friendly fire or shit like that, you know?
Hi there, Mia.
Like, I generally think, even though extraction shooters are generally hardcore games pushing milsim, I don't think they should be so realistic that it, you know, disincentivizes working with people at random, you know? Like working with people that you drop into a random game with. Or at least that's how I think.
I mean, if it's going to be a military sim,
I feel the same.
Should encourage the idea of, like, working with other people.
Hardinag get people to act as a team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I will add though, one thing I think is funny about Arena Breakout is that it does have a like an element where you can, like, you can buy these ticket things to give yourself, like, a you know, a set of gear going into a match. And some people said that's pay to win.
Yeah, hi Pally WB.
Pally, welcome back. We missed you.
Hey, Pally. But here's my opinion on that being pay to win. Here's my opinion on that being pay to win. If I pop that guy with, like, a cheap-ass Mosin and take his shit, he's just wasted his money. So that's not my problem.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Again, I do think that's pay to win, personally. I think anything you can buy with cash to up your chances of success, even if it's just getting to use a gun right away that you're comfortable with, I think that is pay to win. I don't think there's a question about that. That said, like, you know, it is what it is, right? Like, I don't know. You don't think it's pay to win?
The reason I don't think it is because no matter how good that gear is, it can't save you. It's not like a linear power scaling kind of thing. You know what I mean? Which is why.
Yeah, but let's say you and I drop in, and I own the gun, and we both drop in a spot. I have a gun, and you don't. So, like, I can just kill you off the rip, right? So, like, that first 2-minute period where we're both looking for gear, I'm set and you're not. So how is that not?
In games like that, it's actually fairly. You actually can overcome somebody who has gear with none. Like, sneak up on them, knife them in the back, etc. And then they've lost everything. You've gained everything. And if they shoot you, you lose nothing because they're not wearing gear.
Well, no, you lost the round. You lost the game.
I mean, you lost the round, but you lose nothing for losing the round, which is the whole point.
Well, sure, but again, like, I don't understand your logic here, because So what is your definition of pay to win? Because mine is getting any advantage for money that is not just convenience, that like or like cosmetic. And I think in a battle royale where it's all about getting gear, I doesn't compute to me the idea that it's not pay to win. Like, yeah, you can overcome it, right? People say, oh, I could play Star Citizen, I can overcome if you pay for a $30,000 ship. It's like, okay, but like you spent 50 to 100 hours to get your ship, and they swiped a credit card, and they're gonna blow you up, possibly. And that's like, it's fine if it's pay to win. If that's what you want, like, gacha games are pay to win. I play gacha games. I don't care. I'm just saying, like it's pay to win. Like, I don't.
One moment. Tattered Fenrir, thank you for the subscription.
Yo, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally think it is pay to win. I don't think there's an argument. It's just a matter of the extent. And if you're okay with it, that's fine. I'm just saying, like I would be fucking livid if I had been, like, back in the day where I played League of Legends.
Yeah.
If someone could pay $5 to start the match with one item from the store, and yeah, I could kill them, but they have that item, like, and it is gonna affect my game and how I lane, I would be fucking protest. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, because I never played Tarkov, so forgive me. But
yeah, the reason is, and the primary reason is, in games like Tarkov, in games like this, which again, like very realistic gameplay. Better gear is not a matter of linear power, like in say an MMORPG. You know what I mean? Like it's all functioning off, like, say, realistic simulations. So even if you've got, say, like a shitty Mosin, ultimately what it boils down to is the tactics you use are going to win the day better than gear. So it doesn't matter. So it doesn't really. What's up?
Can you buy armor?
Armor is, again, it's because of how the system in the game works, because it's, a realistic simulation. It doesn't matter if you're wearing, like, the best armor of the game if a guy, like, blows your kneecaps out because they're unprotected, which they will be, because there's no leg armor.
Okay, well, so you and I both drop in. I have paid for armor and a gun. You have picked up a gun. Like, I paid $5 to have it, to basically circumvent the need to go find a gun. And yes, you might have a gun and you might be able to kill me, but if we both look at each other at the exact same time and pull the trigger on each other's chest, I will win. And I think that
there is something satisfying about you popping a whale.
I will agree.
That is,
yeah. No, I'll agree with that.
That is,
I also want to add a little context. I'm making this perspective from a person who plays it free to play.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no,
I assume based on your lingo.
Yeah, like I've been playing it free to play. I can't really tell when a person is like using these ticket things to buy good gear going in. But as it currently stands, I have, as somebody whose gear is, not that great because I'm still leveling up, I have absolutely wrecked people with like some of the best shit in the game.
Okay, Pink, what is this Unheard thing? Pink said, Unheard gives you a secret rare with a level 5 armor for Tarkov, so during the start of a wipe, when the flea, shop isn't open.
Okay, I can help.
Pretty pay to win, as they are a lot more tanky because people have less good ammo that can deal with level 5 armor, and they have better ammo. So it is pay to win.
Oh, okay.
Pay to win to me is getting anything that gives.
Hi Midori, it's been a bit.
Okay, Bass. Let me explain this about Tarkov. This is actually probably going to make you a little angry. Okay, so.
I mean, I don't care. I don't fucking play the game.
Okay.
Why'd it make me angry?
I mean, just describe. Okay, true. Just describing the business model. I mean,
sure.
So basically, what happens is, basically with Tarkov, originally when it launched, there was a thing called the, it was like the Into Darkness or something edition. Basically, it was like so when the game was launching in beta, and became playable. You could buy a $100 edition of the game, that gave you extra inventory slots and a bunch of really good equipment starting out.
Didn't it also give you like promises of gear that would come in the future, and then they released a new one for even more money? That's what the original.
That's what Unheard Edition is.
Okay, yeah, I remember seeing videos about this.
Yeah.
Again, I joined the best moment cracks knuckles. Okay, good. Midori, you know your shit.
Yeah.
So here's my stance. And this is kind of how I don't play the game, so I don't care.
Bast, I'm sorry to cut you off. I wasn't done talking about Tarkov.
Sorry.
So the way Tarkov works is when you are playing the game, you're acquiring better gear, working up reputation with NPCs that sell you shit, and you're building up your hideout in like this, ruined country where you're trying to survive, right? Every couple of months, your progress is completely reset. It's like they wipe all progress, and you got to do it again. It's just how the game works. If you bought the super secret chocolate fudgy cardboard Batcave edition, you start off with a massive advantage over everyone else who can't get anything.
EA high pass.
So that is pay to win.
That is pay to win, in my opinion, because there's really no circumvention for it in Tarkov like there is in say Arena Breakout, where you can get where, like, say you're a free-to-play player like I am, you can get gear like that with you can get gear sets like that, but it's like a free-to-play version, and anybody can get that, and you run the same risk, but it's just like, slightly not as good.
Tarkov never recovered from becoming a streamer game.
It really never did, yeah. I mean, I even call Arena Breakout Infinite Tarkov for people who don't hate themselves.
Well, so here's the thing. A lot of games do the seasonal model. I know, a lot of ARPGs like Diablo and Path of Exile, they do it.
Yeah.
What's that MMO that came out that everyone was really mad about because it had like a really aggressive short cycle?
I don't know. I don't remember that one. I mean, the number of MMOs I play is pretty limited, so yeah.
I feel like it's survival level crap game. What would I see?
This mech is truly preposterous. I mean, Riona's. It's a little bit, yeah. This little big titty gremlin with fucking twin buster rifles.
It's hot.
Hey, listen, man. Some people like midget porn. I get it.
Once Human. You've heard of it?
Once Human. Oh, I heard of that one. I didn't know there was any kind of pay-to-win controversy about it. This is news to me.
I mean, it's probably a free game, so like I wouldn't be surprised if there was, but it's not really that kind of game. It's more like Rust than anything else.
Oh, are you telling me it's Rust with a pay-to-win factor?
I don't know. I never played it. I'm just saying that like people were mad about it because it had like really aggressively short seasons, like 2-month seasons. And normally they go by like most games do 4-month seasons.
Yeah.
So like the idea of resetting, right? People don't like it, but it's fine. Hey, C-Dat, how you doing?
Hey, C-Dat, how you doing?
Most of my pet peeves with the pay-to-win design is that everything is tailored to spending. Games get grind you. Work scarcer and progress before. I love War Thunder, but I quit.
It's been ages. How are you?
Because the grinding for non-paying players is too expensive. Yeah, well that's the thing. They want to make you want to pay. Yeah. That is their model. And if you don't want to pay, they want to make sure that there's little to no chance of you fighting against whales because the whales want to eat the minnows. Like your role in most free-to-play games is to be fodder for most whales. Now, obviously, you can have people like Bo who are good at video games who can still kill the whales, right? But it's like the idea of like Brandon saying earlier, hunting whales is fun. Sure, but that's similar to an argument that I've heard people try to make about PvP servers in MMOs. Specifically, WoW. Everyone loves to be like, oh man, I want to join the Alliance on the server where Alliance is only 20%. It's like, yeah, until like you get 1v5 10 times in a row and you realize
you know what else got hit by this hard Neverwinter S Onlyan game?
Oh really? What was Neverwinter like? I just remember playing it once and fucking hating it. And it fucking sucked. And I didn't like it.
Yay, hi Loppy, it's been a while, how are you?
Yo, how you doing, bud? Long time no see. Missed you, how you doing? I don't know why Rihanna gets these big, like, green canisters. It looks like she's about to spray people with fucking slime like a Nickelodeon show.
I'm collecting plastic again, thank God. Later, Nacho.
Later, Nacho.
Hope you enjoyed the stream.
俺くらいの腕がありゃどこで何してようがモテるんだよ。ま、そんなことよりとっとと帰ろうぜ。お嬢が俺の帰りを待ってるんでな。
Man, I love the way new type destroy mode looks. It's like all the flaps open up and they start glowing. Rihanna, your fucking munchkin titty mech there.
Rihanna's either too big or too small. She's found ways to break the system.
Listen. I'm just amazed she made a good-looking mech out of SD Gundam parts.
Oh yeah, and I get that.
I know.
I don't.
I'm weird. I don't like SD Gundam. Like
I like it. I think it's cute.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Like even when Gundam gets silly, like say G Gundam, I generally like it better when it's silly in that sense of like, it still looks like, you know, a believable battle mech versus like even in a silly setting versus like whatever the fuck this thing is that Tao drives, you know.
3 raiders from Artificial
Hey,
Cutie,
cutie, how you doing?
have joined. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hey,
SD
Artificial Cutie.
Gundam, the show
You're
I
playing
dislike, but
Union
sometimes
Chronicles?
SD
Fuck yeah.
Gundam games are all we get.
Oh yeah, no, Millie.
Yay, hi RT, it's been ages, how are you?
I know, Riona. Millie talks about that a lot, how, you know, Bandai Namco only sends us the bad games. Like, you know, just, yeah. I hope, well, okay, I hope, you know, with Bandai Namco, you know, recognizing the profitability of tabletop games and card games now, they start sending more video games our way, you know? And also, I've been meaning to talk about that. What do y'all think of the fact that we're now getting a tabletop war game for Mobile Suit Gundam?
About time.
Yeah.
SRW30 came out in English on Steam.
It did. I've been rather sick. For
And
like
did
3
well.
Oh, I'm sorry, cutie. Would Huggies and chicken noodle soup help?
But yeah, it's like, no, it's like Westerners want...
Crossways was good too.
Yeah, Westerners want mecha content.
Yay, hi Argent.
It just, you know, Bamco was to actually send it to us.
It's... Oh, sorry, go on.
But yeah, it's poop. There was already a fan-made tabletop game, but I mean, we don't know anything about the rules for Gundam Assemble yet. We've just seen like the you know, the trailer they put out for it.
I just want the little things so I can mail them to Riona to paint for me so I can have
And
them
the
on my desk at
tabletop
work.
looks awesome, but I view it like I view gigantic penises. Sure, I want it and I want it all right now, but I also know it will be ruinous and I'm at peace with it.
A hex tabletop is generally less complex. I mean, true, but on the same notion, what do you call it? BattleTech is also hex based, and also has a system for like you know going by inches instead of like say hexes.
I hate having to go and measure shit out. That shit is so not fun to me that I actively prefer having like a grid.
Yeah, like genuinely, I think oh shit, cutscene. I gotta skip it. I genuinely think if the rules are solid,
The Gundam tabletop works because it's coming at a time when BattleTech is imploding.
Wait, BattleTech's imploding?
Oh,
Sorry, go on, please.
But yeah, I genuinely think I think they will nail the rules, and if they can do that, and I think they will, I think this could even challenge Warhammer, like for the #1 spot. Because I made a video on this on my YouTube channel, and it's generally that, you know, Gundam has a cultural relevance even in the West that Warhammer is currently fighting tooth and nail to try and get. Like more people know Gundam than Warhammer. Like Gundam does
really?
that.
Question mark?
Like Gundam, okay. Gundam can do that thing where if you bring up, like, when you say super...
I'm excited, I like 40k, but 40k needs the kind of vigor competition will give.
Oh yeah, I'll go into that in a minute. But yeah, it's like, when you say, you know, superhero, the first thing you think of is Superman. When you say mecha, even if you've never watched Gundam, your brain can be like, oh, Gundam, you know?
Yeah.
Warhammer does not have that kind of cultural relevance. That's what they're going for right now, with shit like the Amazon deal and actually making good video games for a change.
I'm gonna take a look really quick because I'm curious. I'm assuming we'll do Warhammer 40k game, and we're gonna compare it to Gundam, and we're gonna compare it as a topic. Yes, I need to find oh, wow. Okay, Jesus. So, we're just gonna go United States, past 12 months. Just out of curiosity. So, in the last 12 months, and mind you, this is not a fair comparison because 40k is... It's only the game itself. It's not the books, the TV show, it's the movies. It's none of that. It's only the game. Mm-hmm. And Gundam is the topic, which means that Gundam has everything Gundam.
Yeah.
Everything. It's not even close. Warhammer in the United States comes in. Now let's look worldwide, because I'm curious about that. Worldwide, let's see. It's closer, but it still favors 40k. I don't know why there was huge spikes. I'm assuming that's because of the TV show. I wager it will spike again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, now if you're checking the last 12 months, more than likely that's skewed by Space Marine 2 being a thing.
Okay, then I can go past 5 years for comparing the two. And there was definitely a period between April of 23 and August of 24 where Gundam was in the lead, but now Warhammer is significantly ahead. And it's always been kind of neck and neck with Warhammer and then kind of trading places.
Yeah, I would say a lot of what's going on recently with, you know, especially and you know, not all publicity is good publicity. A lot of the controversies GW's been causing probably are topics of discussion too.
Sure, but again, we have to remember that, like, this line I'm looking at is only the Warhammer 40k game. It is not everything.
Yeah, no.
Whereas, so it's only the tabletop. So, like, if we add in everything else Warhammer, I would bet a crisp, fresh dollar bill that it's not even close between the two.
Pushing through this week as best I can. How about yourself, Sweetens S?
Yeah, this week fucking sucks, but it's hype.
Hello,
we'll make it to Friday.
Hello, Tournament Art people.
I don't know. I think that they're. Also, by the way, just as like an aside, comparing Warhammer 40k and Gundam, like, it's hard to. It's funny. Henry Cavill apparently comes up as part of Warhammer 40k.
Oh yeah, that's entirely because of the TV show, because he's the guy in charge of making it.
So just looking at a breakdown of the map, the only places that just for context, the only places that are tracked that actually are higher in for Gundam than 40k are India, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, South Korea, and Japan. So basically, only India and like smaller Asian countries are tracked in this manner. Everywhere else it's significantly not even close.
Still,
like in America, it's like 60. It's like literally 2/3 Warhammer to 1/3 Gundam. So good job.
Yeah, but still though, I stick by the fact that with the way Games Workshop is going right now, they've not been making themselves look good. We'll just put it that way.
I thought they just undid all that bullshit they did last year.
They did. It was funny as fuck though, because a lot of people who make money off the culture war are trying to push the idea that they didn't, decanonize female custodes because that endangers their bottom line. But yeah,
it's funny.
But yeah, basically, I genuinely think that Gundam Assemble could actually threaten Games Workshop, especially if it's going to cost less, which is a very good possibility, considering you could buy a Gunpla kit for like $15 for the same amount of plastic that would GW would charge $60 or more for, like a value per box deal.
Do I think it can challenge 40?
I said last year, now that many things are seeing us turn the page to them, we will see who was actually there for change and who just wanted to roll in mud.
Yep.
I mean, there's also, like, I won't name names. There's like a figure in the 40K community who I follow, and we're mutuals on Twitter, who also sided with the idea that, female custodes are still canon. And it's like, I think there are people who are just genuinely also
big.
Who are just, I do genuinely think there are people who are convinced that nothing would ever change, where they can't believe it will actually change. Like they're just black pilled, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You think it's it's not canonically possible. The ability to make the transhuman technology used by the Imperium only works on men. It all comes from the same source.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
Kaiser.
I'm glad that lore discrepancy got sorted out.
Yeah.
We'll get to see how it plays out with Witcher 4 and how much people are willing to wait and see if there's a good lore reason for Ciri becoming a Witcher, or if they're just gonna fucking spurg out about it.
You thought it only applied to Space Marines? No, it also applies to, it also applies to Custodes, and when they were still a thing, the Thunder Warriors. Like they could only make male Thunder Warriors.
What are you talking about, honey? There were the Rainbow Marines with the Omni Gene seed.
Don't bring that cursed
Welcome,
cursed,
Elba. Don't
bring that cursed lore you came up with just to upset me into this. But
He holla.
Oh hey, P455173N3. I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Pass. Just call Pass.
Pass. Listen. Do you recall if that video was made by a channel called Temple and Institute? Because I think I know what video you're talking about. That guy got ratioed up to hell and back on YouTube and Twitter over that video by Warhammer fans who were calling him a fucking idiot.
I get it. I don't know. It's hard for me to gauge how much ratios actually matter, because sometimes, like, a person with a large audience and a chip on their shoulder just ends up ratioing someone who has the right opinion. So it's like, it's hard. Like, I'm not saying that they had the right opinion in this regard. I'm just saying that, like...
Oh, yeah, no, I get that.
I'm wary... What?
Oh, I get what you're talking about. Don't worry.
I'm wary of just immediately going L plus ratio means they're the correct... When it's like, yeah...
Let's just appeal to popularity at that point.
Oh no!
Yes,
I get that. I get that. I'm just saying more the fact that the actual conversation that it caused was entirely centered around Warhammer fans telling this Temple Institute guy, "You don't know what the hell you're talking about," what are you what is your actual problem, you know?
It is really nice when the idiot gets ratioed super hard.
Yeah.
Like I have to admit, there is a tribalistic like ooga booga like caveman brain that goes like burn the witch.
It was done today. Oh, so wait, so this is a new video you're talking about? Oh, I might have something to rip apart in the very near future. Riona, what the fuck?
This is Bubicus Maximus. She doesn't need legs because she can't see them.
One moment. I'm going to.
I have legs.
Yeah. So Riona, you're like if the melancholy Hikari Suzumiya had object permanence issues. So she just doesn't understand that whatever she can't see doesn't that it still exists outside of her vision. So like she literally willed out her entire stomach down out of existence because her tits fucking hid them from her.
Okay, I put that
wow, show off.
I put that video in in our shared chat so I can get back to it later. Thank you for linking me that.
Sick.
Yeah, Pass, thanks for linking me that. Why does this game not want to
Take care, Stolt.
Oh my god, what is this game doing? It is allergic to me alt-tabbing back in.
Yeah, by the way, did we
Japanese
mention...
game.
Yes, I was about to say that. Did we mention Japanese games in jank, especially when it comes to
We
basic
did.
functionality?
We did.
Especially when it comes to PCs, like, it really needs to be established that the Japanese are much more of a console market.
Yeah.
Yo, like, I always remember Log Horizon having, like, a whole, like, character arc moment where a dude basically, like, mouths about getting, like, demolished in a raid fight. Now, to be fair, these raid fights are as if they were physically real and experienced because they've been locked in a video game as if it was made reality.
Right.
But, like, part of it is him ruminating about how, like, he's into PC gaming and that's, like, considered, like, lame, nerdy, and antisocial as far as Japanese people are concerned.
Oh yeah, all their shit's like cell phones or mobile adjacent things like.
Oh,
Switch. I'm curious how the Steam Deck.
Pally, that would be the voice of my boyfriend Ash, who I love very much.
Ash and Bo are cuties.
That's the first. Somebody liking my voice.
Honey, I like your voice. I've told you that before.
If I could.
I mean, okay, but you're morally obliged as my boyfriend.
I'm not morally.
To like my voice.
Look, you're my
Yeah,
boyfriend.
like...
I'm still not morally obliged to do Shut up.
You have a nice voice, but you also have really like nice inflection of how you speak, like how you say things.
And then there's me just turning into a sputtering wreck because Ash just made me upset, but not really.
Ash made you uwu kawaii desu. Baka Ash.
But yeah, I am Paladin Ash. I am also a streamer. Kind of up and coming, like nothing compared to these two. So, but
honey, you're everything to me, though.
No, love you.
Love you too.
Ash has a fan. Ash has a lot of fans. More praise for Ash's voice, but specifically from Rihanna Wall. Alright, Rihanna, when you have a moment, can you please praise Ash's voice?
Yeah, we're blowing up nerds right now. But, yeah. Yeah, give Ash some praise and we'll watch him reject it. Because he can't take praise. Believe me, I've tried.
Look, it's like, everybody else got, like, more average or, like, Zen voices. But I've had people feel like, yeah, you have a very odd voice.
Ash, you have a lovely voice, so deep and thunderous and sexy, I assume.
All right.
This is like Toph from Atla being like, it looks just like you all.
Rihanna really does have that Toph energy about being deaf,
Yeah.
Yeah, we just beat the shit out of the Easy 8. I feel bad. I like the Easy 8.
No, Bo didn't forget she was dope. Contemplating looking for a job, not sure where to begin.
I wish I had a voice
we
as
can talk
sexy
after
as
stream
Ash.
if you want. Though you looking for jobs in England probably means that you need to like practice like knife fighting your way to the interview location. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna teach you how to 3D print guns and file off serial numbers.
Yeah, remember.
We don't teach fair play in this house. We teach winning.
Remember, guys. It is perfectly valid to have a boating accent for no particular reason.
Or do the Russian approach where everyone just keeps falling out of windows. You know what's
Consolidating position on the
Bast
objective.
is legally boat so he can have lots of accidents.
Oh, one moment. Ditto73, thank you for the $5 super chat on YouTube. I haven't heard anything about BattleTech having problems, though to be fair, I've never paid much attention to the game of the community. Okay. Who wants to hear how BattleTech is having problems? Do I have permission?
By all means.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I'm gonna have my headset so I can hear you. Please.
Sure, go ahead.
BattleTech hatred.
Okay. So here's what happened. So Games Workshop did the whole Warhammer Plus thing, right? And what came with that was the fact they put out a thing that said, hey, fan animators,
Squad deploying.
First of all, Fallen Max, sir, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. They basically said, you're not allowed to do fan animations anymore. We will come after you.
Ty Fallen.
And essentially what happened is that a lot of people, said they were boycotting Games Workshop from now on. I mean, the boycott lasted like a week until the next release came out, and they bought all the new shit anyway, but that's besides the point. But still, during this period, BattleTech got a lot of attention because people looked to it as an alternative to Warhammer 40k. Now, BattleTech's kind of been in a rough spot for a long time. The game basically died, and then it got shopped out. It got sold to Topps, the trading card people, and then Topps gave the license to a small company called Catalyst, and basically, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. And Catalyst is like so poor that whenever they want to release new shit, they have to beg their fans for on Kickstarter for money, basically. And what ended up happening is that they suddenly got a lot of attention, and almost instantly, Catalyst got the bright idea that the best thing they can do is dive into DEI practices. So now understand this, and I'm saying this as somebody who I haven't played tabletop, but I've been into BattleTech at least almost as long as I have Warhammer. I played my first, Mech Warrior game, which is the sim games for BattleTech, a year after I got into Warhammer. So 25 years to my 26 in Warhammer. BattleTech has never been a setting that had a problem with representation of people of different races or, genders or sexual orientations, whatever, right? So they decided to basically start retconning a bunch of stuff, say they retconned for example, they retconned a male character to be a transgender female to male. They started saying that the clans, one of the factions in the game, are objectively the good guys, when BattleTech, way more than Warhammer, does the whole no good guys thing. Oh, excuse me. Basically just a bunch of really dumb DEI stuff that just started tarnishing their reputation. And then they also did a hostile takeover of the subreddit, replaced all the mods, and basically...
Clearly evil Space Comcast are the Godot guys.
Oh yeah, that Comstar. But yeah, it's all kinds of stuff like that. And it's not only alienating longtime fans, it's alienating people who realize, guys, stop pandering. We like BattleTech anyway, So they've just been alienating people left and right. And then there's also the fact that the quality of their new releases, which they have to beg for money on Kickstarter for, have been dipping horribly. Like the plastic models they release, like the little mini mech miniatures, are just lumps of barely shapen plastic that fall apart easily. The rule books are falling apart. It's ridiculous. So they've just been torpedoing the goodwill they built up during that whole Warhammer Plus thing. The pandering, the thing that ruins anything. Yeah, Pally. Well, it's like a thing I remember was when, you know, after Disney took over Star Wars, and, you know, they said they were going to add a gay character to, like, the, you know, an important gay character to the Rise of Skywalker. Which, remember, it was a 3-second kiss between two people. You had no idea who the fuck they were. The camera focused on the slug alien more, and then they cut it from the foreign version of the movie. But I remember, I think it was J.J. Abrams said something to the effect of, now gay people can enjoy Star Wars. And I'm just like, bitch, what do you think I was doing since 1996? Hating Star Wars because there wasn't a gay person in it? No, I was watching Star Wars and enjoying it. Fucko.
I'm back. Yeah.
I mean, the sad part is that, like, it's kind of a thing with, you know, Gen Z and a bit of Gen Alpha in that, like, they really like characters they can hashtag relate to. Like, I want to say they've polled various Gen Zers when it comes to, like, voting, and they'll vote for a person based off of relatability more than anything else. And it's kind of sad.
You know what's funny is also Rihanna that's so fucking cursed. Why?
I can't wait for...
Oh my god!
Rihanna! What the actual fuck is that?
It's a Centauria cosplay.
You know what? You know what? You know what, Ash? I hate the fact that's actually a good answer. Fuck you.
So, I don't even know. This totally lost my train of thought. Anyway, so back to tabletop stuff.
Yeah.
I do want to see how that game turns out. I hope it's good. I hope it's approachable. Is the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, no, I get. Listen, as somebody who is literally too stupid to understand math, I get that.
Like, I just getting fucking like paper measures out to like measure on a table is like, oh, that's not happening.
I would be very surprised if the game doesn't do it the way BattleTech does, where on the one hand you've got the hex-based movement system, and then on the other they have a system for like actual like measuring inches and shit. Because I get the feeling they understand that there is a market for both, and BattleTech, you know, as a system does both.
Are they separately balanced?
Yes.
Seems like a lot of work, but yeah, you're probably right. They like to have their own environments to play in.
Yeah, it's mostly like there's, you know, measurements for inches and hexes, and then depending on which... Riona, I can't with that fucking weapon of yours.
Well, that's your height, at least.
Olby Wanks, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. But yeah, it's like the game is built around both, and it's just a matter of like, you know, pick the one that's more comfortable for you.
Yeah.
Come back here. Come back here.
Is there an actual problem in my generation, Gen Z, with how they approach fiction? No, I don't think it's necessarily a problem with how your generation approaches fiction. I think, if anything, it's my generation that fucked it all up. We're the ones that are making all the decisions and writing shit.
Hey, Pally. Pally just followed on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Pally.
Yeah, don't worry about Gen Z. It's really the millennials' fault that everything's going
Billion Sharif, the media literacy crowd are pushing 40.
Yeah.
Hi, Olby.
Oh yeah, no. Believe me, it's not specifically a Gen Z thing. There's a lot of people pushing the whole media literacy thing who are like, you know, older. Like remember the guy who came up with the Thermian argument, which is some severe stupidity, some severe media literacy stupidity, was literally in his like mid-30s when he came up with that. Also, I hate the Thermian argument. Oh, do you wish for me to describe the Thermian argument?
It sounds kind of political, so I'd rather not.
It's not political. It's more like about artistic interpretation.
Oh, wait. Have you talked to Tyr about this? I think Tyr's told me about this.
It's the idea that you cannot use the logic of a setting itself to justify things within the setting. You have to use real-world political context.
Yeah, which asks the question of why I must justify it to begin with. It's fiction.
Yeah, Tyr explained it to me before. Okay, you're right. You're reminding me of it. Yeah, this is stupid. And it's legitimately some of the most brain-dead shit I've ever heard from people who like to bend over and sniff their own farts. I mean, these are the same people that 10 years ago were putting out YouTube essays about how they needed to take Nazis out of World War II games because making places to play as Nazis is bad. Because it's gonna, like, somehow brainwash them. Like, as if, like, we didn't spend the entire 10 years prior to that argument being made talking about how violent video games actually don't cause, like, issues with, like, gun violence.
Yeah, it's almost like there was a ton of research into this or something.
Yeah, and it's just literally, like, there's always a new straw man to make an argument against. There's always some new stupid thing. It's always tiresome. These people are 100% anti-art. I agree.
Yeah.
Brianna and I are incredibly big freedom of speech enjoyers. And I am with her when Rihanna says that censorship is fucking... Well, what's the thing you say, Rihanna? I forget. I don't want to butcher it.
All censorship is fascism.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I might not like what someone's using their freedom of speech for, but I'm an adult and understand that, you know, when you take away freedom of speech, it's only a matter of time until the shoe's on the other foot, and then you're not happy about what being taken away from you. Benny the mutant destroyed a mutant. Indeed. One of the easiest ways to ruin a story is to not all the rules of the story. Oh, stop following the story's world. I agree. Hey,
well, that's actually a big problem with writing today, is that writers aren't using their own setting to justify things. They're using the real world, and unfortunately, that one that you know, if you know who Critical Drinker on YouTube is, he brings this up a lot, and I think it's like a good point to bring up. The fact that in every fantasy setting, every, you know, backwoods, you know, tiny ass village that hasn't seen someone from the outside world in like 20 years is a perfectly racially and ethnically diverse cosmopolitan place like New York City. Like,
yeah,
like it doesn't like.
Seeing a video on Rings of Power.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't.
They are also using setting as thin fakids to rail against people they have been told to not like, and it ends up a hollow author tract.
Oh yeah, no, it's like that will. The thing I will always remind me of that.
Most modern writers are top to bottom Chris Chan.
So, okay, so this is okay. So I need to bring up a political figure, but this is not a political discussion. Do you know who Carl Benjamin is?
No.
Do you know who? Okay, have you ever heard of a guy on YouTube called Sargon of Akkad?
No.
Okay, so. You don't know who they are, but that's irrelevant to the conversation. He's a right-wing political pundit. That's all you need to know. So there's an author for Games Workshop named Mike Brooks. He put out a novel where he put a strawman caricature of Carl Benjamin named Sargon Agad into the story, and in the story, this caricature only existed so his, like, gender-neutral they-them OC Donut Steel could shoot him.
I mean, yeah, it's like the same thing as Avowed saying they wanted to add, like, an enemy called the Muskrat to...
Exactly what Chris Chan would do.
Yeah. Hey, remember the Jerk Ops? I remember the Jerk Ops.
So I don't have a problem with people using their political stances or beliefs in stories. I think that like a lot of good sci-fi throughout the generations has been influenced by modern day events.
Oh yeah.
I know I think I watched like a Red Letter Media video on the idea of like what was influencing sci-fi through the decades, with like things like we talked about earlier with the Vietnam War influencing Star Wars.
Oh, hey, listen.
You know, the Cold War.
I can cite one. I can cite one right now. Legend of the Galactic Heroes, legitimately my favorite work of science fiction. Right, even above Warhammer and Gundam, above everything. Legend of the Galactic Heroes. By the way, top tier anime and OVA. There's 2 adaptations of it. It's based in the book. Go watch them. I will always shill Legend of the Galactic Heroes. But yeah, the rise of the Empire, one of the 2 factions in the story, it's called the Golden Bomb Empire, and you know, because it's the Golden Bomb dynasty that's run it.
Old SCI-Fi worked because I asked a question or explored a topic, and lot worked because its central question and exploration was interesting.
Yeah, I think his name was Rudolf von Goldenbaum. He was the guy that founded the Empire. He is literally just Hitler. Like, he is literally just Hitler. Like, he, you know, his rise to power is the same. What he did in his nation is the same, etc., etc. It's literally just a 1-1 recreation of what Hitler did to Germany before World War II. The story is still good because it's not trying to call someone specifically, you know, a Nazi. It's just using historical parallels to create a world. And that's the big difference.
That's kind of the thing, is that, like, there's a difference between drawing parallels and just inserting shit, like, literally, like, it's basically an author admitting that they don't actually have the skill to make anything subtle and, you know, nuanced in any way, shape, or form. So they just make it super duper obvious, lest you so much as like a little bit say, oh, the other guy's kind of neat. You know, because they're afraid that the other character will be in some way, shape, or form sympathetic.
And can I go back to a point I was trying to make?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What I was trying to say before was just like, I think that, like, you know, wars and massive events have affected.
Yeah, exactly, Ash. It's why modern SCI-Fi fails. It's all shameless author tracts ranting about people which will date the work and cause it to age like milk.
Well, right. But like, sorry, I keep getting pulled off my train of thought. So what I'm trying to say is, like, if you look at like Terminator 2, I think that, you know, that was a movie that was influenced by, you know, fears of like the Cold War, and eventually the, like, you know, obviously good news, the Berlin Wall fell. Yeah. Right. I think that you had stuff like Eagle Eye in the 2000s that was a reaction to like nanny state fears because of like the Patriot Act from like 9/11 and the war in the Middle East.
Yeah.
I think the reason why a lot of modern fantasy and sci-fi feels like shit in comparison to older things is because when you have grand scale storytelling, I think that right now there's no fight to have, there's no war to be won for like, you know, the people making these ideas. So they're leaning on the fights they are having, which is all identity politics.
Yeah,
and when
Twitter
and when you have these grand scale fantasy wars and you're introducing identity politics, it's like, dude, shut up. No, nobody would care at this point. Like, who gives a shit if it's a boy or a girl leading the charge? Sauron's forces are fucking coming. Just get the person who can do it to do it. And also, it doesn't make sense for the thing. And like Rena said earlier, it just becomes an awkward
good example of this. What is geniusly called a book by Stephen King's current work.
I would also throw out there, like, a lot of inclusivity has just gotten shit over the years. Like, okay, I grew up during the late 90s, early 2000s. I remember a lot of those like very 90s series, Extreme Ghostbusters and shit like that, where like they'd have a fairly mixed band. Like Extreme Ghostbusters literally had a dude in a wheelchair. Nobody said anything about it. Fucking, Mummy's Alive. Mummy's Alive had, like, a woman in the party, and nobody said anything about that. Like, it was never really an issue. But, like, a lot of stuff now seems to be, like, being written for an audience that was meant for, like, the 1950s. So, like, you'll have those moments of, you just got beaten by a girl, or I am no man, that sort of thing. It's like, okay, that was delivered with more subtlety in actual Tolkien, and had nothing to do with, like, her proving, like, sexist standards. Quite literally, and everything to do with, like, just her kind of cheating the curse, and even then, you could argue she wasn't the one who cheated the curse because she was fighting it with a goddamn hobbit beside her.
I'm sure they were encouraged to be those things, but the current crop of nonsense is all more 2D, the best non-me waifu.
Well, here's the thing. I think that Marina and I have talked about this in the past. The idea that like earnestness in work and passion shows through. So like I saw Lord of the Rings in theater. When that chick pulled off the helmet and said, "I'm no man," everybody in the theater fucking cheered.
Yeah.
This wasn't like, there was no like, oh god, they gotta fucking be cringe. Like, oh, like let's have all the ladies line up in Marvel for the lady charge because we need all the ladies to be in Endgame and one scene together, right? Like, that was not like a well-written scene. Like in Lord of the Rings, that was like a fucking hype-ass moment. Right? Yeah, like she cheats the curse. Blah,
Panda
blah, blah.
is always insulting.
Exactly. Like, and the thing is, people who actually give a shit don't want to be pandered to, and the people who say they want to be pandered to, don't show up to buy the fucking tickets.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. I loved that chick in the movies. I thought she was cool.
Oh, Eowyn?
Yeah.
And in Return of the King, that moment was hype as fuck.
Okay. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she wasn't hype. I'm saying, like, the way it's framed is just excellent. Versus, like, modern stuff that wants that appeal, but really inserts it kind of in that sort of indignant, oh, are you shocked that there's a woman here in this story? Oh, you men out there don't like that there's a woman warrior? It's like, that was never part of anything, and I don't know why you're acting like it was.
Oh, you mean like all the people who call you sexist for not wanting female space marines when Sisters of Battle are right there, bro, and we love them.
Like, a really good example of just, like, panderous writing, and one that sucked, was, like, the Charlie's Angels remake, where, like, Charlie, who is their boss, is for some reason the bad guy, and all the men who aren't basically extremely panderous to them are basically awful, and the angels themselves have no distinct character because each one is kind of equally good at the other character's theater.
I don't know. I feel like a lot, the reason why modern day, like, now, I know I said people don't want to be pandered to. I think that's actually maybe an incorrect statement. I think people do want to be pandered to. They just want to have their intelligence respected. Like, if someone wants to make Dead or Alive, like, 7 with, like, stripper titties and the most amazing breast physics to pander to me, yes, please, right? But, like, I think the issue is that you can tell that this isn't a character, or this isn't a story being told from a place of passion. It's being told because the person has a chip on their shoulder because of, like, a boyfriend or girlfriend, or they have a bad relationship with their mom or dad, or they had a really bad interaction at Starbucks and thought it would be funny to add in some quippy fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer bullshit where it doesn't fit.
Yeah. Oh, Lore Master Noja. Yeah, no. Sisters of Battle don't have the gene seed organs, but Space Marines also can't manifest battlefield miracles through sheer balls-out faith, so it evens out.
I'll be honest, Space Marines not getting big, massive titties is pretty much exclusively why I would choose Sisters of Battle over them.
Understandable.
But then, in my opinion, Custodes are just like piston-pounding pussy destroyers, so they're kind of like my favorite.
Well, I mean,
let's be honest. If they like in the hypothetical that they ever did female Space Marines to pander to the base, they would look like okay, male Space Marines. Some art makes them look so fucking blocky, and that's what the female Space Marines would look like. They would look like, you know, grotesque, and it would be deliberate. You know, they wouldn't be cute. They wouldn't be big titty. They'd be flat chested as hell. They just happen to be female.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen. If you want all the Space Marines to look like Babushka potato farmers from Bulgaria, like that's fine, right? It's just. I think the biggest thing that Games Workshop did that really was some hickory dickory fuckery was the idea of like, oh, well, they've always been here. It's like, no, dude, you do not want to pick that argument. There are many arguments you could pick that the fan base would probably get over quicker. Insulting their intelligence was the easiest way to make them fucking spiteful towards you about it.
Yeah, you know, it's funny too. I'm legitimately convinced that the only reason that whole thing even happened is because when they were because it was the whole animation that had a female custodian in it. Yeah. I genuinely think the reason it happened.
Okay, but also this is a big issue of trying to force law breaking nonsense is that it comes from a tourist space of total ignoro that requires ignoring the entire rest of the universe because it's not on the books, so the tourists don't know of it.
Yep, but yeah, no, I genuinely have a schizo conspiracy theory that the reason the female custodes thing happened was because they commissioned, you know, that one animation because they farm out for their animations. There was the one episode of The Ties with the female custodian. I genuinely believe there was a miscommunication when they, you know, farmed out the animation for that and they made the custodian character female. And they couldn't afford to just not show it. That is genuinely what I believe, because as I've told other people, the whole female custodian thing and how they went about it makes no fucking sense.
I mean, they added it to the book though, so doesn't that shoot your argument down?
Based on production times, no. The animation would have been in production longer. Like,
do you think that they would have changed the lore in the books to accommodate for a third-party animation?
Yes.
Have they done that previously?
It's what I call a certified GW classic. Like, okay, like let me give you an idea. They had the bright idea in 10th edition to completely remove one of the Space Marine factions, the Death Watch, from the game.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah, like they didn't tell Death Watch, they didn't warn Death Watch players. They just came out one day and said, "Oh, the Death Watch are gone. The Death Watch are gone. You're not going to be able to properly ally them with Space Marines because they were kind of like shoved into the Imperial Agents Codex and forgotten about. But there was really no way to play Death Watch as their own faction anymore. So many people got mad that by December they brought the Death Watch back as an independent faction. What was another one? Like Dawn of War 3. That game was so bad that when Games Workshop codified all the lore for the Blood Ravens in Index Astartes and White Dwarf magazine, they didn't include the events of Dawn of War 3. Like they licensed out the game to Relic, or they licensed out to Relic to make the game. Relic made the game. They spent all the money on it. It was so bad they were like, no, we are not acknowledging that this is canon. You know? So, but yeah, the idea that Games Workshop would fuck up so spectacularly that they would change the codex to try to make people go along with it, that is something they would do. They've destroyed entire game systems largely on a lark before.
Okay, so then yeah, then your argument is way more sound than I thought, because I was like, if there wasn't any precedent previously for them doing it, I would be more like unsure. But if they've been doing this and they just kind of like roll with it and see how fans react and then fucking just like back up real quick when it doesn't work out, then yeah, like that fucking blows.
Riona, do you just keep changing legs every time?
She's trying them out.
Yeah, because now she's got I think that's the Nightingale legs. And Holy crap, that donger you've got on that thing. Fuck. But, yeah, like the entire, like, for example, Games Workshop, they used to have what was called the Specialist Games Range. It was shit like Battlefleet Gothic, Necromunda, the original Kill Team, stuff like that, right? Just one day, the CEO of the company was like, I don't want to make that shit anymore, and got rid of all of it. All of those games died overnight. And those were good games. People loved them.
I don't like that kind of flippant, like, disrespect.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's too strong of a word, but, like, it feels like what Star Wars did with the extended universe.
Oh, no, it's absolutely, disrespect is the proper term. Speaking as a guy who got into Battlefleet Gothic, that's like the spaceship game for 40K, right? Like the spaceships fighting each other. Like, I was big into Battlefleet Gothic. I had a Imperial Navy army. I had a Space Marine Fleet army for my Black Templars. It was like, and then all of a sudden we just find out, oh, by the way, game's dead. Yeah, no, CEO didn't want it around anymore. It was not that it wasn't profitable. It was just he didn't want it around anymore because, it's like, wow, fuck you. Transformer.
I mean, we've already established that GW, like, even under new management, just can't stop making the worst choices.
Yeah.
Considering, like, even their fucking, their automation division for making their minis is just atrociously shit.
I'll give them this much credit. A lot of people thought that was the reason the old world minis were constantly out of stock. No, it turns out there's so many people buying old world they can't keep up with the demand. That game is super popular. Yeah, the old world is the re-release of the old Warhammer Fantasy game that they torpedoed to make Age of Sigmar. Because when they gave Creative Assembly the license to make old Warhammer Fantasy video games, they became some of the most popular strategy games ever made. And GW was like, oh shit, we got rid of that. What do we do? Quick, bring Warhammer Fantasy back. And that's the old world. My boyfriend was pissed about them changing Warhammer Fantasy. Well, tell your boyfriend I think he's based because he's a fan of old Warhammer Fantasy. Ew, it's Gundam Age.
I like Sally's boyfriend mainly because he lays pipes in her little camp, but secondly because apparently he has good taste.
I mean, she just said, he was an old Warhammer Fantasy fan who didn't like the change with Age of Sigmar. That's automatically gets my, stamp of approval.
Who that? Started it back in 3rd edition. Damn. How long ago was that?
Holy shit, 3rd edition? To give you an idea, when they torpedoed Warhammer Fantasy, it was on like 8th edition. And it's an older game than 40K. So 40K was on like 5th edition when that happened or something like that. 5th or 6th.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought Fantasy came first. Interesting.
No, Fantasy came first. Fantasy came first. 40K was like envisioned as like a sci-fi expansion pack for Fantasy. But then it took off so much, they turned it into its own tabletop war game. Yeah. That's why there's so many lore discrepancies between first, 2nd, and 3rd edition 40K. Because they didn't expect it to take off, so they redid a lot of the lore to make it a more sustainable, longer-lasting setting.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
Also, he's based. Apparently, he got Pally into collecting minis and bought her a Sisters of Battle book. And I'm like, yo.
Yeah, no, he absolutely has good taste because he likes Sisters of Battle.
I like the fact that they cheat. I like that their faction specialty is cheating.
Yeah, no, just like telling reality to go fuck itself because they believe, damn it.
Yep. I believe in a thing called I don't know why the song popped in my head.
I always liked how in Total Warhammer they established that the Skaven don't actually use Godel, they just take it and hoard to make life worse for everyone else.
Skaven and Nurgle fan?
No, they have their own god, the Great Horned Rat.
Does the Wa actually work in tabletop? I don't know.
It's an ability you can call upon when playing as orcs. Basically, you activate the Wog, and you get a like a big buff to your army.
Huh.
Yeah.
So basically, your army has an end range mechanic.
Basically, yes.
That's kind of cool. Like Skaven in Fantasy and Nurgle in 40k. Cool.
Oh no, yeah. There's a bit of overlap with them because they focus on shit like chemical weapons and spreading disease. But granted, the Skaven also.
Yes, sorry, meant gold. Sorry.
But yeah, it's also funny because in Warhammer Fantasy, everyone else is like, at most, Holy Roman Empire level technology, and then there's the Skaven who just have nuclear weapons.
What?
Yeah, no. They figure out how to use a substance called warpstone to make nuclear weapons.
Cool.
It's like actually a tactic in Total War Warhammer. You can dig under a player's city, plant a nuke under it, and then detonate it. And their city is just gone. Sir, is that uranium? No, warpstone is like, I want to say it's like congealed warp stuff.
From the moon.
Yeah, no, there's the whole moon made of the shit that orbits the planet. Oh, hey, it's Big Zam. Hey, listen, once the Big Zam is mass-produced, there's no way the Federation can win.
Dozel deserved better.
Dozel did deserve better. That poor man.
I feel like even if people don't like Game Grumps, everyone likes the Big Zam from Game Grumps.
I mean, yeah, I remember that meme with them, the Big Zam meme. The shit was funny. But,
Yep.
But yeah, no,
Dozel and Psy Battle Buddy Shin both deserved better.
Yeah, so to give you the context, because I know you're not into Gundam like we are. The Big Zam was a if you know what a Wunderwaffen is, like a Xeon wonder weapon they were working on. And the admiral who built it, Dozel Zabi, is literally the nicest guy of the Zabi family. Like,
he married a woman who held him at gunpoint because such a move made him go into a frenzy of desire.
No, seriously, he respected the fact this woman held him at gunpoint so much that he was like, marry me, I love you. Ow, 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 ow. Shit.
I think that's an accurate way to explain what Big Zam is. Big Zam is the chicken-legged samosa-shaped robot firing dick lasers.
Yeah, and it had like a ton of like new technology on it, like eye fields and shit, which are basically just Gundam deflector fields. Like it's a field of concentrated Minovsky particles around your unit, and if a beam.
Oh no!
And if what?
I got a fatal error and the game crashed.
I'm so. Well, we're actually at 3 hours now, so this would be the time when we quit.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Riono, you go, or do you want to keep going, or is that, or you good? I need my phone real quick.
True, thank you both for the wonderful evening.
Yeah, thank you, Bo. Thank you, Bo, for this cool fucking tech we now have.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking rad. I like the combined chat. It's easy.
One moment, I need to bring up. I can't get to my phone, so I need to bring up Twitch to see who's streaming that I know, so I can rate on them.
Gallant J and Ochadoji are up.
Yo, if it's Jay, can we rate into him? It's his birthday tomorrow.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll rate him. So, one moment.
Thank you both, my beloved Darklings and Bo-S legally distinct Crusaders.
I'm trying to remember how to spell it. Gallant, J-B-T. There we go.
I'm going to post it in the group chat with us.
All right, so my viewers, hope you enjoy watching Jay. Tell him I said hi. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't know what I'm going to be playing, but I will catch you then. So take care, everyone, and have a good day. Later.
Take care, all.
Good night, boy. Thank you, Bo and Ash, for hanging out with us.